Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Sunday night, and we are live and in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device with none of my brain tied behind my back because I need every single brain cell front and center just to keep up with you all. Hope everybody is doing well. Will we see a gap up in mere moments when the markets open? I don't know. Some are predicting it. We shall see. It'll be very interesting and glad you guys are here. Good crowd with us here tonight. Appreciate you. We're going to get into some comments first. That's what we do in between. We answer and see what you are saying. Yes, indeed. While we watch these markets move. And if you're here and not subscribed, I hope you will consider subscribing. And I hope you will press that thumbs up button as well. Appreciate each and every one of you. Glad you're here. And I do apologize if I cannot answer some of you individually, but just know I appreciate each and every one of you. Usually these have been pretty busy market watches, so pardon me for that, but just know that you are very much appreciated for being here, spending your Sunday evening with me here. Let's get started. Andrew Coulter would like to take this opportunity to apologize to Ron's Basement. I called him a wingnut when he said $100 silver. Oops. Well, and the thing is, people that have been calling $100 silver, they've been calling it for the wrong reasons. No one saw what is happening now to cause silver's price to go up to $103 an ounce. Nobody saw it. I think honestly, it was just sheer luck that it got there. It was not for the reasons that most of these people who've been calling $100 silver, just to keep that in perspective. But yes, indeed. All right. Thank you, Andrew, for those thoughts. And Littlefoot, refineries closed, and even though it's hard to sell silver, do you think it's going to become harder to find silver soon? No, and the refineries are not closed. In fact, they're very, very busy, from what I understand. They're not shipping it out. They're not shipping it out to dealers. They're shipping out. They're just not. They're going for the industrial. But for as far as I know, all the refineries are open. All right. Now, it takes a couple of minutes for the markets to propagate over in the Asian markets. By the way, New Zealand is open now, but they don't track precious metals there. But I think we're going to see, I believe it's going to be Australia going to open up next here. That's where we're going to start to see potentially a gap up. We'll find out in mere moments. Takes about 2 minutes. Real Milk, Real Malik, really. Real Malik says people have understood two fundamentals. Firstly, if you don't hold precious silver, physical silver, then you don't have silver. Secondly, silver is not for short-term investors. It's an investment until 2030. Well, I wouldn't necessarily just equate it to just one date or 1 year. It's a hedge. It's an insurance policy. I would not really even look at it as an investment, even now with this price soaring, because we're in the middle of a bull run. But anyways. All right, but yep, you're right. It's not for a short term. And let's see here. Now, speaking of anything other than actual silver, this is the SLV. Bevilon says, sold a few shares of SLV last week. Super easy transaction, no haggling or multiple phone calls to dealers. A few clicks on my laptop, and I was done. That is the convenience of having the exposure to silver's price, not having silver itself. And somebody else pointed out that SLV only covers 92.5% of the price of silver. And I didn't know that. So you're not really getting your full money's worth here. You're getting 92.5% of it. That's sterling, right? Interesting. I did not know that. All right, here we go. Markets have opened now. What is happening now? Boom. A gap up did occur. The gap up happened at $2.48, just as I wondered it would happen, as suspected, hence why it's in the title. And gold has now officially climbed over $5,000 per ounce. Wow. 105.80 for silver. Brand new record highs for gold, silver, and brand new record high for platinum. Platinum is at $2,800.06, 2806. The reason why there's not an all-time high for palladium is because it skyrocketed in its own little separate bull run a couple of years ago when it reached 2,900 and some change. But it's not. It's $800 or just 700 and change away from platinum right now. Wow, amazing, crazy. Look at this. Wow. It is up high. All these metals are spiking up here, gapping up, and for those of you who don't know. And by the way, thank you, Sabinator. Public holiday today, Australia Day. Okay, so let's see if they're open. Interesting. Wow, you're right. Public holiday. It's closed. What is happening? Is this the New Zealand markets? They call this pre-Asian trading, but something is open. But there's only thing that's open in New Zealand now. So I'm not sure exactly where this is coming from. But thank you for letting me know that, Sabinator. Appreciate that. Yes, and by the way, it is so busy here tonight. If you do want to get my attention, and I'm not just saying this for to get the money, but the best way is these super chats, even if it's just 99 cents, just so I can see it. Or you can type my name out. I'll try to respond to those. If you type my name out with no space in between, it should light up orange there. But let's take a look here and see what silver did. Let's look at this. This is what's known as the gap up. And we're not seeing it yet here, but it'll show up here in a moment. This is one of those situations where this part here is behind. Ah, there it is. I was zoomed in. I was zoomed out. There's the gap up. Well, wait a minute. It's right there. You can barely see it, but it's right here. And I think that is just showing. There it is. So what we're seeing there, this is the gap up. We're starting to see some movement over here. And there's some selling pressure right now in that gap up, so it's coming back a little bit here, but wow, amazing. So there it is. All right, it is now. Look at this. There's some heavy volume happening right now, and we're seeing that candle wick coming down here. Let's take a look at gold real quickly here and see what's happening here with gold. Oh, now platinum took a little bit of a dive here. It's now down $19, so the snap up. This is typical. There's gold's gap up, massive volume, and a sell-off with a gap up here. We're seeing a pretty big spike in volume and sell-off here for gold, still above $5,000 an ounce. So they're gonna keep an eye on this. But this is what happens, and this is honestly, to some extent, this is typical. We see it spike and then drop, or plunge and then recover. And this is something that is somewhat typical of what occurs in this situation. So, wow, what a wild ride. But we are witnessing now, we saw it at the open, new all-time highs for all three metals, platinum, gold, and silver. And palladium is up pretty good too. So there it is. All right. So we're going to keep an eye on this. We're going to come right back. Let's take a look at a few more comments, and we're going to revisit the markets very regularly here. So, John Robinson, I have had good luck buying silver coins from the U.S. sellers on eBay. Just don't override drunk. That's right. You got to be careful on eBay, but yep, if you can find some good deals, it's definitely a way to do it. A little bit more risky, but something to consider here. Nesmaniac chimes in here with the following. It says, I've always stuck with buying silver coins and sets that I like, and what I always valued as being worth more than just the silver content. In other words, I purchase choice silver and can sell it at a piece at a time and come out best. I'm holding with a diamond fist there. There you go, Nesmaniac. I don't spend my savings in silver, and gold is my savings. There you go. Yep, exactly. As long as you have a market to sell, there's more collector pieces, that you enjoy. That's if you need to sell, but I'm holding on through too. So yes, indeed. All right. Very good. And Michael K with 5 Salivate Metal gift memberships. Thank you so much, Michael K. Appreciate you, my friend. You are the man right across the bow there. Thank you, sir. Let's do one more, then we're going to get back to the comments here. All right. This is spam. Very good. Let's see here. I hate that. Some of this stuff gets through. They're being a little bit more clever about it, too, with vague things. But let's see here. Okay, Michael Taylor, my financial advisor, says silver and gold are a horrible investment and that I should buy treasuries. Well, let me just stop you right there, Michael Taylor. He's right. Your financial advisor is right. They're horrible investments. In fact, they're not investments at all. even with the price shooting up like it is. This is unusual, obviously, but they should be seen as hedges against inflation, as something that is going to protect your wealth. They are money itself, and so they should not be bought as investments. Anyways, you should buy treasuries, Home Depot, home builders like Lennar and D.R. Horton. Instead, is my financial advisor a sage or a moron? Well, he's right in the sense that you should buy gold and silver as a hedge, as an insurance policy, as a savings vehicle. That's it. That's what you should do. Anything else is a bonus, like this big bull run for the silver that I bought for $7 an ounce and $5 an ounce. Well, it's just a bonus, even when you adjust it for inflation. So there it is. Let's take a look at the markets now again. Silver and gold up. And they pulled back from their snapshot gap up that we saw at the very beginning of the night, which was just minutes ago, by the way. But both have broken new records. In fact, silver, now that the numbers have digested, silver reached $106.58. Wow. And gold got up to $5,028. It is now at $5,018 right now. It's crazy. All right. So there it is. And we've got the 1.41 $1.41 increase for silver. Platinum is now down $49, so you can see how very volatile the platinum group metals are. Palladium is also down $1. All right. Yeah, I've not sold, Matt Bittner. I've not sold to be able to do that. And but yes, I wouldn't have to fill out any forms unless it's over $10,000 worth. I think that's the threshold. So yes, indeed. All right, we're watching these markets. Gold and silver have gapped up tonight, and they are now settling in on the gains that we're seeing with the Australian holiday in effect. We're working off New Zealand or pre-Asian trading numbers. In fact, my guess is probably this is pre-Asian trading. I don't really know exactly how that works, but I guess it's some of the futures and some of the numbers that are reflecting back on spot price. And I think that's what we're looking at here. But whenever the stock exchanges open up at the top of the hour or at the halfway point through the hour, we may see some activity. But right now, only New Zealand is open tonight as we watch these numbers move here. And likely the next ones, I think, are going to be Tokyo, Korea, is probably in the Philippines. I think those are the next three that will open up. By the way, channel sponsor is Summit Metals. Check them out. They have silver ready to sell to you. They've had to change some things as far as like many other dealers have had to do, and they're very, very busy. But they are there, and check them out if you get a chance. Link is in the description below, and let's move through here and see what we've got. We have got the markets moving. Let's get back to some comments. A few comments here. See what some are saying. So Michael Collins chimes in with this video here and says, only 1 or 2% of Americans have silver or precious metals. I don't believe us selling has a major impact on the market. That's exactly right. I don't either. There's only 1/2 ounce on the planet for every person on the planet. Well, actually, I don't think that's incorrect either. I think there's about 8 ounces for every person on the planet. What would you think would happen if everybody started buying silver in the U.S.? Yeah, if everybody started buying silver in the U.S., it would be a big deal. We are seeing some more too, but some sell as well. But some sell. I mean, there's a lot of people selling to offset it, so it's kind of breaking even here. Ebenezer, whether or not they are technically investments, I bet the same financial advisor is envious of those whose portfolios have vastly outperformed everything he's recommended. Exactly right. But, you know, in some senses, we've been lucky in that regard. But very good. We've been lucky in that regard in terms of silver's price going up. But we're doing okay. We're doing all right. Jonathan Guzman says here on this video about the what silver's now going back to. I'm pretty sure all the information given in doing constant research, it could well be the lowest point at $100. It just scratched the surface and now it could go up even more exponentially. Well, there's a lot of people that believe that, and that's the typical reaction that you see, the pile-on that you see, the bandwagon that many people have in bull runs. And they say, well, this is just the beginning, or yeah, it's going to go up. But the thing is yes, this time is different. There's no question about that. But it is a bull run nonetheless, and I don't think it's over. But it will be over sometime. I think it's going to be over sometime this year. I don't know when or how. And the other side of that's going to be, I give you some indication where I think the other side of it's going to be, and we should all be very happy if that were to be the case. If my prediction comes true, the video I posted on January the 1st. Let's take a look now. We are seeing the numbers settle in. Silver's almost at $105. It's at $104.86 now. It has pulled back a little bit from the gap up, but this is gap up territory. And gold is up $35.50, comfortably above $5,000 an ounce now. It's just amazing to see. Moving up for sure. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, going up there high. Platinum is down 38. Palladium is up 3. Platinum we did see over $2,800 an ounce, breaking a new all-time high for that metal. And I'm holding. I've got here on my desk a platinum eagle that I bought for about $700 in 2020. It's crazy. It's a wild move. But there it is. Yep. So we're seeing gap up territory for both these metals, gold and silver, for sure. We'll keep this here. So that's indeed, we're pressing on here. And let's see here. Banu Bailey says we should keep our stack with other stackers. If I want to buy or sell, I'd much rather deal with another stacker instead of sending my coins off to melt and get turned into solar panels. Yep, exactly. The only problem with that is that you got to make sure you trust who you're dealing with. So just make sure you use trusted platforms and individuals, and do your research. That's the only thing about that. It's a good idea. Keep it within the community, for sure. You're exactly right. But very good. All right, let's see here. Start bringing away some coffee on this fine Sunday. And where are we at? We've got Real Neo 4480. Then we'll get back to the markets again after this. He says, Semper Fi, Sal. Thanks for the cool content all these years, brother. I don't know where this is going, but I do know climbing claws. There you go. Respect, friends. Well, I like to have a diamond fist, my friend. But yes, indeed. Thank you, Real Neo, and appreciate you very much. And let's see here. Very good. Good folks with us here tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. As we watch these markets move in real time, it has been a wild ride as we have gapped up for both gold and silver, and they're holding pretty steady right now. In Asian trading, the Australian markets are closed. A great member of the community shared that, and that means that we're probably not going to see as much price action after the gap up, which is based off of, I think, some futures trading and the like, until probably the next hour. But the fact that we're holding steady up and reaching new all-time highs for gold and silver is pretty exciting. Yes, indeed. Wild move up for both these metals. So it may be quiet or stable in this area for the next hour or next 45 minutes or so. But let's take a look at the volume for both gold and silver to see if that's it. Well, no, the volume is pretty hot here. It's not bad. There's our gap up. And then the gap up is this space right here. And then boom, down. But not down to where it was before. So there's some volume happening here, but I'm not sure where that is. Yes, indeed. So we'll see. Wild ride for sure for silver. And it's creeping back up here again, getting closer to that $105 an ounce. And in fact, there it is, $105.16. So there is some volume activity. So even though the Asian markets are, look at this, a lot of volume, a lot happening here with gold. There's some resistance there. But then as soon as it goes down, it just shoots right back up again with wild, erratic moves, especially for gold here tonight. Wow. Yes, amazing. Yeah, that's right. We've surpassed $100 silver and $5,000 gold. Man, who would have thought? It's crazy. It's crazy. And, it doesn't look like it's slowing down, at least not yet. And very good. All right. So there we go. All right. And there's some resistance at the $105 mark. Now it's slightly below that. We'll revisit that. We'll get a few more of these comments in and then revisit there again. So Jody Rook here. Jody Rook says here, not considering selling until 2040, if ever. Stacking till then. All right. There you go. Keep on stacking in the free world. That's how we do it. That's exactly right. Yes, indeed. I like that. Hold on tight to your silver, because you're holding wealth outside of the system when you have silver for sure. All right, very good. All right, let's see here. And we've got here Clink 708 says the following: shops won't buy it when it goes to 150 either, but they will. Wished they bought it before it went up. Yes, indeed. Yep. That's right. And we're seeing a lot of that here as well. Thank you so much, Sabinator. Yep, I appreciate that. Across 110,000 subs. Thank you. Philly Beef. I love my physical silver and gold, but I also have SLV and GLD for quick liquidity. There's nothing wrong with that. I understand. There's the convenience is something, but remember, it's a different way to diversify within the precious metal space, being exposed to the price of silver, not actual physical silver or gold itself. All right, we've got S. McChristy. The refiners who melt all the generic and U.S. coin into silver, what are they going to cast it into? What's worth more, 1,000-ounce ingots? It seems like a crazy loop that leads to nowhere, but there must be some method to this method that I cannot see. Yes, 1,000-ounce bars, contract-size bars, or industrial applications, slabs that go for industrial applications. I think that those are the two ways it's going to be utilized. Industrial grade silver, yes indeed. And there is a lot of demand for it, for sure. By the way, 80% of you who've partook in my poll with 920 votes believe that silver is going to stay above $100 this week. And so far, according to what we're seeing right now, it looks like it very well could be the case. Although it reached $105 again just a second or so ago, it is now back below $105, so there's some resistance there. But gold has stayed steadily above $5,000 an ounce. So just absolutely amazing to see this move here. Very good. A lot of movement here for sure in the silver price. Let's see here. And we've got this White Wilbur says on this video here, silver is like other physical assets. All physical assets are this way. For example, if you have a house and the housing market skyrockets, you cannot necessarily capture the market peak represented by average housing prices across America. I'm here in Singapore. They have no problem buying it. It's also important to remember that gold and silver can be sold all over the world. For the 90% silver, if you do not like the price you have been offered, you simply a waiting game for the massive bottleneck of getting silver from sellers. Though the refiners and the buyers of 999 silver for liquidity always hold a little cash with me, we're high demand from silver on our side again. Price and demand can be separated from each other depending on where you are in the pipeline. That's right. Yep, that's true. It's a complex market. You got to know the market in your area. It's going to be different in Singapore as it is in China. It's going to be very different in Egypt than it would be in Saskatchewan, Canada. That's right. So depending on where you're at. All right. Let's see here. We've got the Sporting Center. 10-ounce silver bars are now big money at 1K or more. Yes. Just amazing to think about that. Wild. Dr. Sean, I am not buying physical silver over 100 unless there's a pullback first. In the meantime, I will continue to buy the miners. Okay, there's the way to do it. Sometimes you can diversify in that way. A little bit more risky in that aspect, but yes, can understandably so. White Mamba, when the silver price is high, you can use it as a collateral for a loan for some liquidity. If silver prices continue to rise, you might be able to refinance your loan. Since it is a loan, it is an income, so there's no tax. Yeah, well, contact your tax advisor with that regard, but yeah, very good. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's get over to this. We've got from Zonker 2U808 says, if I need a roof, fence, or new carpet, and I ran an ad offering silver bullion for payment, I wonder how many calls I'd get. What do you think? That'd be an interesting experiment to try. It sure would be a very interesting experiment to try. All right. Appreciate you guys being here. A good crowd tonight as we're watching these markets. We did see the gap up this morning, this morning in Asia, if you're in Asia, but here tonight, we did see it immediately gap up, and silver and gold reached new all-time highs again. In fact, so did platinum briefly. Platinum is actually down $12 right now, but it was up over $2,800 earlier in the evening here. Gold up $44 to $5,029.10. That's $2 worth of difference between bid and spread. Silver is up, has 25 cents worth of difference between the bid and spread. It is at 104.94. We're seeing some resistance around the $105 mark, although it did very, very briefly spike up to $106.58. So that is, it's up 1.54% tonight. Silver, the clear winner in performance tonight. This has caused the gold to silver ratio to narrow to 48.06. We may see it go below 48 tonight. Wow. That is something. I think in many ways that's an even bigger deal. Seeing it now at this point where it may go below that, that's pretty wild to see. Yes, indeed. Look at that. Amazing ride for these metals tonight. Silver continued to spike up. I'm going to watch it very carefully. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. The Sporting Center says buying is tough for 90% with mass dumping, has many not taking 90% or 92.5% and only paying 80% on 99.99 bullion. Yep, it's a market that you got to be very careful. Who knows? Some of them are not buying or not taking, depending on where you're at. I've heard different stories about what they're paying. Some places are paying spot, some places paying back 30% of spot. That's the range there. But Jason Bourne with this says LCSs in my area are overstretched in purchases and does not want to turn away selling customers because of keeping a good local reputation. Wholesalers are strapped too as they wait for payments. I'm not surprised the LCSs are selective in what they are willing to buy. Most liquid sells best. Exactly right. Yep, exactly. It's the way the market works for sure. Let's see here. That's right. Yeah, there you go. Which phrase ends with that's what she said? Good question. Backwardation or gap up? Maybe both of them in their own different ways for sure. Yes, indeed. I feel very sad for Silver Honda. He's having to deal with 79 degrees in Florida, which is, I really feel pity. I would not want to be in his shoes, although maybe I would because he has the lovely Mrs. Silver Honda there. But can you imagine sweating to 79 degrees now? Oh man, probably the sun's out. I'd much rather be up here with blistering cold snow falling with sleet ripping against your skin as you go to shovel your driveway and your fingers about freeze off. Now that's the life. Completely. And I was not naked. Well, I will say this. I was naked. I just want to let you guys know I was naked in the snow when I was doing that. But over top of my nakedness, there was clothing, underwear. I'll start with the underwear. Then I had pants on. Then I put boots on, 3 pairs of gloves, and a jacket and a coat and a scarf. Yeah, indeed, something to cover my mouth. But underneath all that stuff, I was completely naked. And I wasn't even naked as a jaybird because jaybirds have feathers and they're pretty well clothed and insulated. Let's take a look at the markets again, shall we? look at that. We are witnessing history here. We saw all-time highs over for both gold, silver, and platinum. Platinum now fell back down below. It's down 33 bucks now, but silver is fighting for that $105 mark. Yes, indeed. There it is. Gold comfortably above $55,000 for that metal. Crazy, wild, wild times. All right, you guys are great. Let's see here. Yeah, no snow push-ups. No snow push-ups. Maybe something to do. Definitely got the blood flowing out there. That's for sure. My back is a feeling it. Yes, indeed. And the snow was really cold. Yes, indeed. Very cold snow. Okay, let's see here. As opposed to like burning, piping hot snow. Okay, we got Gun Sporting Center again. Guns are still a great value, especially for used firearms. AR-15s are available used $400 or less. Wow, that is pretty good. That's amazing. Mossberg shotguns, $500, under $200. Used polyframe pistols, great quality choice of $300 plus minus. Yes, indeed. And by the way, here's a good lesson for all of you folks. If you do carry a firearm, do not intercede with law enforcement while you're holding that firearm. You know, it's pretty, I like common sense. I love common sense. And, you know, just as was the case with Kyle Rittenhouse, he did not impede in any way, shape, or form with law enforcement operations while he was open carrying his AR-15. No, he didn't. And he used that rifle to save his life in self-defense. Yea, though, the idiot who had a firearm, he did not brandish it, not one time, at least that we saw. There was maybe an attempt, but he interfered with law enforcement operations, and he lost his life for it. It's a shame, but that's what happens. Yes, indeed. And but yes, very simple advice for all of you folks out there. You do not want to interfere with law enforcement operations. And even if you think those operations are unjustified, well, you just document it and you report it, okay? No need to lose your life for that, that's for sure. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. And we got Michael Blankenship says, you're pretty down on your metal. I hope you're wrong. Well, nowhere am I down on my metal. That's for sure. But the thing is, just because I say the bull run's going to end does not mean that I am going to that I'm down on my metal. The bull runs always end. They always come to an end. Let's see here. And let's see here. If you're right, I should be selling my 625 ounces that are about $27 average and buy gold. It would be real hard to put pill to swallow and watch it go back up to 50 if it lose for the confidence of future stackers that got in over 50. Yeah, I'd say just write it out. You don't know. I mean, I look at silver. That's why I'm not selling my silver at $100. I'm not selling my silver at $140 or $104 or $140 because I'm in it for the long haul. You know, and you know what I mean? It's just, you know, there may be opportunities or situations where I need to sell or I'll take an opportunity, but I'm not going to do, I'm not going to, I'm not there to play the market with the silver, you know, and I believe in it. It's money itself. It is absolutely constitutional and biblical money. Let's see here. And let's see here. Silver Sleuth. There will always be a buyer for a tube of silver eagles for the right price. Yes, that's true. Exactly right. What is the price now? Well, gold up $39.10 now to $5,024.20. And let's see here. And silver is up $1.24, 104.57 for silver. There you go. Platinum is down $29. Palladium is now up $10. Swollen green, you could consider buying some gold for your silver. Well, I do buy gold. I just did a video tonight about when I did buy gold, but I also bought silver as well. So yes, indeed, very good. Let's see here. And And let's see. Let's move up here. We got gold and silver conquistador. It will crash by $30 by March. There we go. So this one, now this guy, you know what? I don't rule this out completely, but you know what? It's possible, but I don't think this is going to happen. But here's somebody who knows that the bull run's going to end as well. But we'll see here. We'll find out. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see here. What did they pass, Rocky Flying Squirrel? So the government, that's right, the government was going to pass something, another budget or whatever. I must have missed that, all the other news. I've been watching this thing about what happened in Minnesota. Let's see here. We've got Carlton Hill sold some Friday at spot minus $8, $93 per troy ounce. Took the check to the LCS bank to cash it. The bank wanted 2 picture IDs, thumbprint, and back a check, my phone number, and ask what I do for a living. Wow, crazy. Well, is this a new bank? You went to the LCS's bank. Okay, so that's probably why, if you don't bank with them. All right. Yes, indeed. Exactly right, Silver Honda. Very good. And let's see here. And it is a bull run, BA. It is definitely a bull run. Bull run, bull run, bull run. The bull is running. Look at what's happening with silver now. It's broken new all-time highs again and again and again. Gold as well. Both are in a bull run. Let me say it again. We got ourselves a bull run with gold and silver, and it is evidently clear, obvious to anybody in the room that knows anything about precious metal markets. This is a bull run, or any markets. Yes, indeed. Bull run is what it is. There it is. Shooting up here. Silver pulling back a little bit here at 1.33%, but still gapped up here tonight to $104.69. Gold, $5,023.10. There it is. Watching these numbers move. Gold to silver ratio 48.03. It's possible we may see this to go to 47 and change. Yes, indeed. Very good. There we go. And let's see here. We've got Veronica Stack says, I live in New York City. The problem is selling 95% at spot. No problem selling at that. I saw someone selling sterling. There was someone on the phone to the store. I could hear them yelling, I need 6 kilos. Wow, that's New York though. Wow, interesting. Because that would be right about right for the average, about 3 to 5% under spot. That's normal conditions here. And let's see here. Sunday morning, people should stop worrying about silver pulling back and start wondering how much printing and lowering of rates Trump's new Fed will drop to our heads. That's exactly right. I'll talk about that in tomorrow morning's video, by the way. Hope you will stay tuned for that one, because yes, there are some problems with the Trump administration and what the Fed is going to be doing and what they're doing, what they have on par for us. It's not good. It's not good at all. And by the way, we do need to trim a lot more government spending, big time. And let's see here. And we've got this from Coffee Club. Hey, I love that. Love that name. As I slip some coffee. Hold those silver fists tight. Working on my silver stack until $500 an ounce in 2028. Love the financial system will not collapse but become stronger as those convert liquid to reinvest. Just ask, did gold prices surge for decades, collapse the world markets? Nope, and neither will silver. Just things made of it will be a little bit more more expensive. If banks don't plan, that's on them. They'll be begging for us soon. Exactly right. Although I don't know that we're going to see $500 an ounce in 2028, but we'll see here. All right, and let's see here. Paul Jordan. When peace in Ukraine happens, then maybe the metals retreat. All right. Well, yeah, that's possible. And they're saying they're getting close to that, so we'll see how it plays out. Ebenezer, are you Jorge? Ebenezer, tell me if you're a Jorge. I forget Jorge's last name, but Jorge Rodriguez or whatever. My ultimate aim with my stack is to it's already there. It's that my aim the stack is to keep stacking, hold. Cutting when asset prices and living costs are out of the all-time highs. Cutting when asset prices and living costs are at all-time highs is ridiculous. Cutting what, Matt Bittner? I'm not sure what you mean there. Cutting, what are we talking about cutting? Yeah, I love platinum. It is volatile, but I love platinum. I've been bullish on platinum, especially since 2020. I bought hard in 2020, and it paid off. And I was correct about that. But anyways, but yes, indeed. Well, because you're asking questions like Jorge does. I forget his last name, but so I thought you were him under a different account, Ebenezer. So that's why I thought you were Jorge. It was a Hispanic name. There, hey, thank you, Tucson Bubba, for Sal's Fun. I slurp in your honor. Thank you. Thank you, Tucson. Some people have different accounts, but anyways. Oh, yeah, cutting interest rate. Okay, cutting interest rates. Yeah, right, yeah, exactly. Yep, I don't think we should, I mean, the one thing is that other nations have cut too, but we don't necessarily have to cut. I agree with that. I don't think we should be cutting either. That's going to be good for precious metals, though, either way. But yes, indeed. Yeah. All right. Very good. Ebenezer. Okay, he's not Hispanic. No, that's fine. But I don't even know Jorge was Hispanic either. I don't know. But his last name was Hispanic. So I just thought it was the same person with a different account. So sorry. All right. Blake says sub 50 or 60 silver would be a gift to stackers. Gold is being repriced by central banks. Sub 50 silver would be a free handout to anybody who could buy at those prices. Yeah. Remember, it was $50 not long ago. Very good. Jorge's last name was if it wasn't Echeverria, but it was something. I forget. Oh, it's he may pop in tonight. You never know. Jorge Hernandez Martinez. It might have been Martinez. I'm not sure. It was, but he's not him anyway. So Ebenezer's not him. So that's fine. All right, very good. I just thought it was. Ask a lot of the same type of questions and a lot of questions. But anyways, all right, here we go. Silver fighting for $105 again. 104.91. Gold holding on strong to $5,000. That's at $5,030 right now. Platinum down 13. Palladium up 19. Indeed they are. There is. All right, Tony is back in the saddle again. Been a hard road, been through hell and back. Seen the devil and said, oh, man. But he is there. There is Jorge Mendez. Jorge Mendez, that's him. There he is. So, Jorge, you're sure. Let's get Ebenezer to talk now to make sure that Jorge is not Ebenezer. So you're going to have to be very clever with that, Jorge, to get Ebenezer to come back online there. We got to see them post 40 seconds apart, Ebenezer, Fox Sr., and Jorge. All right, very good. He's Hispanic. There you go. All right, it's Mendez. There it is. All right, very good. All right, we want to see them two have a conversation. There's Tony Erickson. Glad you're back, my friend. Good to see you. I'm sorry for all you've been through, my friend. You don't deserve that, that's for sure. All right, look at this. As soon as Tony Erickson pops in, boom, silver goes back over $105. He's got the magic touch. Yes, he does. $1.77 up, 105.09. There it is. Look at that, 105.09. 1.71%. There it is. And, man, very good. Nice. Let's see here. And, boom. And look at that. Metals are on fire tonight. Gold to silver ratio, we're keeping an eye on it. 48.01. Look at that. It is quite possible we might see this thing go back under 47 or under 48 in the 47, high 47s. Wouldn't that be something? That would be something else. Look at that. Wild, wild. All right. All right, let's see here. On fire. This Sunday afternoon, I called a coin shop dealer in my area and asked at what time they were going to close. The first thing he asked me was if I was going to buy or sell. I told him I'm going to buy. Then he said, that's good because we are not buying a whole lot right now. There you go. Yep, that's the common theme for sure. And it's a common theme. We shall see what happens. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ah, yes, indeed. Yeah, Ebenezer, where's Jorge now? Jorge, come on, real quick and real quickly, Jorge. Come on, Jorge, you can do it. Quickly, quickly, get on here. And then Ebenezer, come on. Richard Metcalf, look at that, Richard Metcalf with a 5 spot. Thank you so much, Richard Metcalf. I appreciate you. Let's answer this comment from Silver Scrapper. Says here about the new era that we're in for gold and for silver here. I bought my first 2 ounces in 1991 at $4.50 an ounce. Back then, I remember a 10 cents per ounce price movement being a big deal. Stagnant was an understatement. Could you imagine that now? Swings 5% daily, and that's normal now. It's great on the one hand, but it's made numismatic collecting difficult. These current market conditions are wild. Just wish it was a bit more of a seller's market. That's what really has me confused and disappointed. No other investment is this hard to trade sell. Yep, it is tough for sure. It is definitely for sure. There you go. All right. There's Jorge. All right, where's Ebenezer? Bring Ebenezer back. Ebenezer, come in real quickly, Ebenezer. You got to give me some love, Ebenezer. Oh, there we go. Do I play chess? There we go. They're both right here together. Oh man, they're very clever. Both those guys are. Man, it's crazy. Very good. Tony Erickson, give me a few weeks. He'll be back to his old me. Good. Sounds like he's on the mend, which is so awesome. That is so good to hear, my friend. You are the man. He's tough as nails, that's for sure. All right. Very good. Big Pin, UC for me, you. Hey, Sal, former Miss PPP. Oh, man, Mrs. PPP. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah. Good to see you. All right. Yes, indeed. We missed you. Hope you're doing well. You're awesome. Oh, yeah. Big fun. Yes, indeed. All right. Tony Bones, LCSs are loaded down with the massive overstocks of silver. That's why they don't want to buy at the moment. Far too much supply and not enough demand. Even more people are buying. American Gold Eagles are the easiest silver to sell if you absolutely need to sell it. So keep this in mind. They are very, very liquid. That's for sure. That is the big lesson. They're the king of all coins, and that's what Passport X says as well. And he's exactly right. They're the king of all coins. Yes, indeed. All right. Very, very true. And we've got Cameron Hickey says, so he bought cheap crap silver and now complaining that he can't move it. Better to have thought about it and bought 999 bars or coins. Simple. Yep, that's true. But remember, the market is dynamic. Not all silver is created equal. SSD, I'm buying up anything I can. Free check every month. Nice. All right. There you go. Awesome, my friend. Good, good. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And Jack Bucco says this, very good video and very informative. I am a silver stacker, and I've been saying this since the first day I purchased silver. Fun, excited to buy, and terrible to sell. Here's one example. Money Metals Bullion had Mercury 2-ounce silver rounds for $121 for sale, and just under the price was a buy price for $100. That's a $21 spread. Since I emailed them about and asked why, and since I put it in the comment section of their 20 different videos, Money Metals no longer puts their buyback price below the sale price. Most of the LCSs in my area only want American Eagles and at least $5 below spot. Yeah, it's a very dynamic market, so I can understand why they don't put that there. Yes, indeed. I can certainly understand that. All right, let's take a look at the markets again. Watching the metals move up here. And silver now back over $105 an ounce, up $1.72. There's some resistance there, but it is there. And $47.30 up for gold here tonight. But you can see the difference between the two. Silver outperforming gold, lowering the gold to silver ratio to 48 now. 48, a solid 48 to 1. Yes, National Mint silver coins are the most liquid. What they call sovereigns are the most liquid for sure. Indeed they are. And that's a lesson to learn, except for constitutional. Constitutional, not so much. In fact, I filled up that dime tube of proof dimes, proof silver dimes for way under spot price, way under. Did very well with those. I'll do that all day long, even if I can't sell them back. Look at this, folks. The gold to silver ratio had just narrowed to below 48. I don't think we've seen this in a long time. Very good. All right, he's been around longer than Ebenezer. Well, no, Ebenezer may have been around a long time too, just not here. You know what I mean? But anyways, but I'm glad both of you are here. Quote there, 47.98. There we go. 47.98 is the gold to silver ratio, as silver is now $105.11. But look at that spread. And it is silver being there, but the bid price is still below $105. So we can see there's 25 cents difference between the bid and the ask price there for the metals. All right, very good. Ebenezer's been on the planet a long time, so he's got to be at least 27 years old. All right, let's see here. Very good. Let's get back over here and see what we've got with some of the comments as we peruse our way through the markets here tonight. An exciting time. At the top of the hour, we should see more markets open up and maybe a more increased volume, and we may see another move to the upside. So far, 81% of you feel we're going to stay above $100 this week. So there we go. MW 508580, there will be a time when they will be begging the public to part with sterling and 90% silver. Just now, it's difficult for them to take it with the amount needed, but I can see them using more plan to turn this silver to pure in time. Yep, indeed, that's right. We've heard about refineries being set up. I actually talked about that on a video months ago about a new refinery being set up in Dallas to handle such things, because they know what's going on there. That they see what's coming to some extent, for sure. Let's see here. Senior dating pop-up ads. I don't know. I don't know what this. I don't know why you're seeing that. That's interesting. All right, let's see here. Alesky says here, all LCSs in my area that I've checked are not buying silver straight up. One is offering 10 to 12 back a spot and only 100 ounces or more, paid only with a 2-week post-dated check. Wow. Yeah. It's going to be different in different places, for sure. It's going to be very, very different. Let's see here. Platinum to silver ratio. Platinum to silver ratio, I don't know that it gives us that. We got the silver, we got the platinum to gold ratio is 1.82. So you can kind of do the math from that. But the gold ratios are here between all these different things. Palladium, S&P, Dow Jones, crude oil, etc. So you can probably do the math on that to see what it is. All right. We got Kaz Realist. The 4 shops I use in the UK are all out of stock, and most of the items are of silver. Some are orderable, and as much as £4 difference in buyback schemes. You just have to be savvy when it comes to selling. Yep, that's exactly right. You got to be savvy when you are selling. That's exactly right. You do need to be savvy. And you got to be savvy when you buy as well. And there's Rocky Superstars with us. Good to see you. Good crowd with us tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. Joseph Berberg says on this video, we're going to get back to the markets after this. He says, to everyone, gold and silver do not help initially with SHTF. You've done great. Now you seriously need to prepare. Just like the Amish, food storage, commodities, these will be initially more valuable than gold and silver. You're going to kick yourself when you buy a sack of potatoes or fuel for $500 1 ounce first strike privy with a toning and blah, blah, blah. Who cares? You're hungry. Your shelves are empty, like your family's stomach, semper fidelis. Yeah, that's exactly right. I actually talk about that with silver. I have a whole playlist on that. It's called Silver and SHTF, recorded years ago, but I hope you will check it. There's 3 videos on that. But thank you, Ebenezer. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yes, indeed. All right. Very, very good. All right. And let's see here. John Bethia says, with every fast silver sale, it will be put up a barbed wire fence against the ability to sell their stock at a fair price. This is what those crooks want so they can make the profits. Well, John Bethia, it's not just, these shops have got to stay in business. How do they stay in business? By profiting. They've got to have profits. That's why businesses are there. I don't fault them at all for this, and they have to change dynamically. They got to be able to protect themselves. But anyways, hold on to your silver so they can't bring down the market. The sucker move has been done for many years. Well, local coin shops and big silver businesses are not going to change the market that much. They're not going to bring the market down, I don't think. In other words, the refineries, Dillon Gage, all of these other groups, APMEX, dealers, Summit Metals, any of them are not there to bring the market down. Yes, indeed. That's right, Silver Wolverine. The rocket is continuing. But hold on to your silver. You empower yourself when you hold on to as much of your silver as you can, no matter how you feel about any of these organizations. Gold to silver ratio now back above 80 or 48. But looky here, we've got the silver staying above $105 in the ask price. Indeed it is, for sure. Okay, thank you, Ebenezer. Have a good evening, my friend. Thank you for popping in, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you for putting up with me. Have a wonderful evening. Silver still up $1.69, 1.64%. Gold over $5,000 and staying above $5,000. Staying above $5,000 tonight in our gap up from the open. We are moments away from the markets opening up in the next phase. Let's take a look at that here in a second to see where they're going to open up next in about 5 minutes from right now. We have got likely probably Korea, I think, may be opening again here soon. Let's see what they say here. Wait for the page to load. While we do that, I think Philippines is another one that should be let us know what's happening here. And but the Australian is closed for the holiday. There's a holiday there in Australia. I don't know which one it is, but it is closed, and these are not loading right now. So we're gonna have to guess at that. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's opening up in 1 hour and 33 minutes for Philippines. Korea is opening up in 3 minutes. Okay, so Korea will open up next, and Tokyo will open up next too. Open up in 3 minutes. Okay, so Tokyo is going to be opening up in mere moments. Good evening, Barb R. Good to see you, Barb. Hope you're doing well. Yes, indeed. Good to see you, Barb. And by the way, Mrs. PPP was in here earlier. Pistol Packing Pilot. I remember she's still here, but it was so good to see her pop in. She's the cutie, big time cutie. Let's see here. All right, look at that. 3 minutes and 6 seconds. We're going to see the markets open up there, and we should see more activity. Look at this. Silver already preparing for that. Up $1.88 right now. 105.21. Gold is now up over 1%, $54.40. It just keeps on climbing. Yeah, I do not. I tried to do it. I did it. I began one, at least to a degree. I really should, but I have not done that, Jorge. Or I've not updated it. It's been so long since I've done that, but I do have ways to keep track of it in different aspects of it, like purchase price and market price or anything like that. But yes, indeed, it's a good idea. Oh, yeah, let's see here. Wild movements here. Gold to silver ratio is 48.01 right now. Both metals are hopping. Yes, indeed. Naked shorters are crapping themselves. Indeed, they are. They got to get the depends out. Platinum is down. Okay. Let's get back over here, see what we've got here tonight. T3 H Boss says here, how it started. Ooh, shiny coin go burr. How it's going. The looming global debt crisis will crash the currency as we know it. Yeah, indeed, crazy. Oh man, well, we'll see what happens there. Okay, we've got Rip Lee. I'm missing $23 an ounce silver. He's missing that. And 1963, $100 an ounce gold. I wanted a lot more, to be honest, and I can't get myself to turn loose of any of mine, even at today's prices. I still want more of it than I have. I know, I hear you on that for sure. Yes, indeed. I certainly understand that. Very good. Very good. Let's see here. Michael K. intentionally missed by the media, I do believe. Con on man, you know, they know they're afraid or told to report. Yep, I think so too. Although there are some media outlets that are popping up. Fox News has talked about it on Charles Payne Finance, and there's others that are mentioning it briefly, but yep, indeed, for sure. And we've got Anthony Stupelin on this video about the bond market says this: the dollar is really not doing that well compared to many other national currencies. Look at the decrease in value year over year against the Hong Kong dollar, the Chinese renminbi, and the Japanese yen are a few examples. In fact, the dollar has dropped from 7.2 renminbi to 6.96 to use the dollar as a last month alone. Well, you're talking about exchange rates. That's a very different animal. That's a very different animal than the strength. Strength is not just exchange rates. Oh, man. Oh, thank you, Tony. I appreciate it, my friend. And I am honored for all the new folks that are here. But I tell you what, I'm just as much, if not more so, appreciative of those of you who stick with me here through all of my, little ticks and intricacies and annoying little things. Thanks for sticking with me. You guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you as we continue to peruse these markets. It's been a wild ride, that's for sure. And it ain't over yet, I don't think. But yes, indeed. And what we have here, we've got Mike Name 9143. Let's see here. Yes, got snow and ice here. Yes, indeed. Rocky, how about you? I don't think it hit the west, did it? Mike says, do not buy silver unless you can afford to sit on it. As a retired person, I put 33% of my portfolio into physical metals. The other 67% will last us for the next 25 years. I will, over time, 5 or so years from now, begin to sell in lots. The current event will take several years to sort out itself. Be patient. Good advice, Mike. Yep, definitely. Good advice. You got to sit on it for a while for it to do very, very well. All right, there you go. And thank you, Coach Scott's Toe. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys. Let's see here. And let's see. We've got Me Archer says this: next week could be crazy. Don't forget the bank memo to exit all contracts by the end of the month. That's when they will regroup and conspire to drop the price. I'll go back to my rabbit hole now. Yep. And I don't fully understand how those deliveries and things, when everything options expire, they say that's going to be a really big deal. And they keep on saying that. And sometimes it is, sometimes it is. I think what we saw with the servers going down, which is a very unusual situation, and we've not had any explanation of that yet. It needs to be investigated, and I think it should be a federal investigation of what happened with those servers for the CME or the COMEX. But that's where I kind of started. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, RDH, count your wealth in ounces, not an artificial notional digital currency. Yep, count your wealth in ounces. That's right. True hard money, commodity money. All right, let's do one more, then we'll take a look at the markets again here. Let's get to this, pull over here, get to this, make ourselves useful, and this run here. Okay, VV Nuts. VV says this: I've been flipping my fiat for silver for almost 3 years now, and yes, I wish that most stackers wish the wish of doing it way sooner. It is what it is. I'm still in the game, grabbing 1 ounce a week instead of the 3 I was getting back then. Wife didn't know or understand, and still don't know my plans, but she does see the $100 cash per ounce. Few that know that my life says high So high by low, but this is silver. I don't see it getting low. The world is different right now, so I think I'm going to listen to the data and keep feeding the whole back out back. There you go. Stack the planet. Yes, indeed. Very good. Look at this. Oh, man. Rocky Superstar had just gifted 10 Salivate Metal memberships. Thank you, Rocky. I appreciate that, my friend. And Barb R got one of those Salivate Metal gift memberships as well. Thank you, Rocky. By the way, Rocky goes live at 8 Eastern Time. Check his channel out. A really good guy. Great member of the community. Just a really cool dude. We love Rocky Superstar. And there's Cybercurrent Twitcher. He's here as well. He's awesome. Good to see you guys. A lot of good folks with us here as we look at the markets. They are alive and well. Silver fighting to stay above $105, but it is there, not quite yet. It's just below that right now. Gold is up over 1% right now. Thank you, Jay Monlace, for posting a link to Rocky Superstar. His channel, very cool. And look at that. So there it is, 104.96 for silver. New high today. It did briefly get to 106.58, $106.58. And there it is. Something else. Look at that. Gold up, silver up, platinum down, and palladium up tonight. Gold to silver ratio is 48.09. We did see it briefly go under 48. For the first time in quite a long time, we've not seen that. So that means silver's really, really starting to really break out and perform very, very well here. Oh, yeah. But there's some resistance here in the new markets that have opened up. And what's open now? We got Tokyo and Korea have opened now. So we're seeing that activity move the needle here. Let's see what it looks like. As we're 5 minutes after the hour, we see volume kind of pick up, and it's been some buying that's been going on. And then we're starting to see our first bit of selling here, selling off of some of those gains here tonight. But we're still early in this hour here, so something else. All right, very good. Oh yeah, DNR. There's a lot of people buying silver in China. They're buying those big slabs. Those are 15-ounce raw silver slabs that they're buying. It's unique to the Chinese market, by the way. That's kind of their little industrial bars. That's kind of their answer to the 100-ounce bars in that market there. Although I think the contract size bars still trade as 1,000 ounces. Those 15-kilogram bars are physical bars that are being scooted around on carts over there. It's really interesting to see. I've seen those videos too. But look at this here. Silver popping up here. It's moving up. And volume increasing here a little bit here tonight. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Crazy, crazy. All right. Let's get back over to this. There it is. Silver. Now back over $105 again. It keeps fighting for it, and it is winning here tonight. Staying up. $105.16. $1.83 move up. Gold continuing to climb, catching up with silver in terms of percentage. It's now 1.14%, $56.70 within an hour and 10 minutes or so, or a little under that, to $5,041, right near the all-time high. Crazy. Right near the all-time high. I don't know when that little spike happened with silver. We missed it where it went to $106.58, but there it is. Yeah, and yes, spot price behaving as expected. Bar's got the silver bars. There's she's got the access to the icons now that she got that channel gift membership. That's awesome. Yep, you get some access to this cool emoticons. Very good. So there it is. Look at that. So we got Korea, Tokyo open. Let's see when Philippines. Let's see when Taiwan opens up. Taiwan opens up in the next hour, so we'll see them open up there soon. Very good. All right. Let's see. Bozo. I'm surprised Bozo's not here tonight. He says here, we will always live in a world of fiat currency. The U.S. can never default on its debt because it can always print more money. That's true, but they can only do that so long before it erodes away, and it is eroding away. It's just a slow erosion. The influence and the reserves around the world have went down from like 67% or 62% rather of global reserves to about 57% now. So there you go. Very good. Let's see here. And we've got Master Blaster says, if the price of silver keeps going higher, I might have to get a metal detector this summer, maybe start scrapping scrap copper. There you go. Well, yeah, there you go. Scrap some. That's the best way to get copper, that's for sure. Debt monetization is a form of default. Yes, monetize the debt is a form of default for sure. And let's see here. And what do we have here? We've got Dan's Rumble. I obtained my first Silver Eagle in August or September of 86. Man, he's been stacking a long time. Wow. I was almost 12 and talked my parents into taking me to the credit union where they charge $11 and some change. The premium may have been so much because I lived in Hawaii at the time. Yeah, wow. Crazy, Dan Rumble. Well, way to go. Congratulations, though. That's a good start. You started stacking right at the very beginning when the Eagles came into the market. Pretty wild. All right. Very good. And we've got Wyson Hall says the following here. Silver awakening is here. If the world wakes up and every person buys just 1 ounce, silver decouples from gold and rockets to $100,000 an ounce. No dollar collapse, no inflation spiral, just wealth redistribution. Old money sleeping on bank interest gets replaced by innovators building the future. Yeah, of course, that'll never happen because not every person's going to buy 1 ounce. But it's a nice thought. But if they were to do that, then you're right. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Good to see you. Jason is here. A lot of good folks. Barb R is still with us. We got Trade Merck is here. Hermit Camper. A lot of good folks here tonight. We're watching these markets move. We got 1492 viewers. Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Look at this. Everything is in the green tonight. Silver's popping up, popping and locking and rocking. Silver is. Yes, indeed. All right. Up $2.30 to $105.62. Now $105.57. Gold up 1.18%, $58.80. 2% move for silver. And platinum is now back in the green. Crazy, crazy. Look at that. JM Unleashed with the green hearts for us all. Yes, indeed. And we've got this. We've got it down here. Now, look at this. The gold to silver ratio is at 47.87. 47.87. Look at that. Below 48 again with silver popping out here. Yes, indeed. Look at that. Wild move. Let's see. Okay. We got Ezora. I always believed silver would be over 100 ounce one day. I just wish I had more time to stack. Only learned about silver in 2022. Well, hey, that's all right, El Harazara. You're here now, and you're stacking, and that's good. You're ahead of the game for most folks out there. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I don't really have a price in mind at this point in time, Jorge. And a lot of it is about liquidity too, what my local coin shop would give me for it. But probably, but right now I'm holding tight with a Diamond Fist. By the way, the Diamond Fist round is still available. They're starting to ship out now. But if you go to Summit Metals, you want to see the Diamond Fist, just type the word diamond. It's also linked in the description of this video. And they're back on pre-sale again. The first batch sold out, and this is there. But they did add a 50 cent. They did add 50 cents to this from their regular premium. So I could try to recoup some of my costs for the die fees and stuff like that because they're pretty expensive. But so I'm starting to get, but I think that just started. So, but just FYI. So, but yeah, look at that. It's crazy. Spot price of silver going up. So there that is. Let's take a look here and see what we've got happening. And just massive movements here in the markets. What a night. What a night indeed. $105.56. Gold up $51.10. Just a man, we are living in historic times for sure. Yes, we are. All right, off-grid Amy says here, in SHTF, silver will be worthless, referring to hyperinflation and government collapse. That's when you need skills, lead and brass. That's true. And again, I talk about that in a series of videos called Silver and SHTF. I encourage people to watch that because I basically talk about that. All right, but yes, indeed, off-grid Amy. And I thought about starting a channel called Off My Rocker Sal, because many people think I'm off my rocker. You know what I mean? But I actually don't own a rocking chair, so maybe that's not accurate because I don't have a rocking chair to be off of. Maybe that's why I'm off my rocker, because I don't have one. All right, Grand TV 2313. Some of the refiners have backed up 2 to 3 months. Exactly right. They sure are. And that's a choke point at this point. Need to give them time to catch up. What happens when silver gets to $200? All the weak hands already got shaken out. Yes. Yep, it'll be very interesting to see if that happens. I mean, honestly, it's silver shooting up so fast, it's very difficult to know exactly what's going to happen here. It seems like there's not much in its way to keep climbing. Yes, indeed. It really does seem to be the case here. Wow. And gold to silver ratio, again, way comfortably below 48 now. 47.81. Just amazing. $105 silver. If you have not partook in my poll, I hope you will consider doing it. 82% of you out of 1,884 votes, 1,884 votes, believe that we'll see silver stay above $100 for the entire week. So many people feel that these numbers, triple-digit silver, is here to stay. Now, we have over 1,880 votes in the poll. My guess is we probably have less than half of that in the thumbs up. So if you think about pressing the thumbs up, I will not be opposed if you press a thumbs up on this live stream. Let's see here. Platinum now back below a little bit here slightly. Platinum going probably the most wild moves tonight for sure. All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Alistair. Appreciate that. You partook in the poll. Very good. Look at that. Wild moves. Yes, indeed. Oh, man. Thank you so much. Dove season with a rocker fund. There you go. And get me a rocking chair. I'm going to rock out with a rocking chair. Thank you, Dove season 91. I appreciate that. I'm going to tuck that money away for a good old fashion rocking chair. Now everything's in the green tonight here. Look at that. 105.83. We're getting close to $106 again for silver. Breaking all-time highs where it did spike there briefly, very briefly, to 106.58. And let's see here. And yeah, look at that. And gold up as well. What a night for the markets, for sure. And Iron Rob says, I had to invest everything in gold and silver because I know when the fraudulently inflated stock market crashes, I will lose my pension that I worked 42 years for. At least I'll have something for the future. That's what it means to be diversified. Yes, indeed. I hope that doesn't happen, though. You hold insurance. When you hold insurance, you don't hold insurance hoping that your whatever you're insured is going to fail, like your health or your house or your car. You know what I mean? North Star Stacker with $2. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, North Star. Appreciate that so much. Cyber Curtain Twitcher, the great, the one and the only. Check out his new video. He got gold in his new video. A quite interesting and unique piece, for sure. Yes, indeed. Thousand Dare Radio. Thank you, Thousand Dare. He says palladium fume over 2K. That's right. It is over 2K. Now let's pause. Let's go back and look at that. Yep, it is over $2,000, up $29. $2,064 with a high of $2,067. Still about 800 and change shy of its all-time high, but still, palladium is on fire tonight. Thousand Years Right. Check out his channel. Great guy. He knows his stuff. It's got a cool way of delivering videos, different than anybody else out there Really cool. Awesome. Love this stuff. Very good. That's right, Bar. Be your own bank and insurance. That's right. So not only should you be your own bank, you should be your own insurance company. That's right. By insuring yourselves. That's right. Very good. Very good. Let's see here. And look at that. $105.75 now for silver. $2.42 up 2.35%. There we go. Gold up 1.09% to $5,039.50. Very good. And let's see here. Okay, so Cybercurrent Switcher. And just as importantly, what happens to the pension funds many have put decades of money into? Yes, exactly. Yep, it's going to be, this is why we do. That's why we got to have ourselves some diversity there. Macho Man Randy Stacker. Ooh, yeah. Snap into his Slim Jim. We gotta love it. I didn't think it would happen this soon either, Sal. Absolutely mind-blowing. It really is, Macho Man. You're right, exactly. Just ask Elizabeth. She'll tell you. Ooh, yeah. That's my absolutely perfect Macho Man impersonator. No, I know. It sucked. Please forgive me. Thank you, Jay Unleashed, for posting a link to 1,000 Year Radio. Just to a guy. Love your new diamond round. It's a stunner. So did you receive yours? Has anybody received their Diamond Fist round? Did you get it in the mail? Just a guy. Thank you so much. And the Canal, the Canal 76, 1/4 ounce of silver for you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, the Canal 76, $25 there. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that so very, very much. All right. Very cool. All right. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. We've got Gibbs, 79.37, whatever the price of gold and silver, it's still one more hedge against the mark of the beast. There you go, exactly. It's sound money, it's God's money, constitutional money. Indeed, that's right, exactly. Time to snap into it. Ooh, yeah. Everybody's got a little Randy Savage in them, exactly, that's right. That's what the ladies tell me anyway. Let's see here. All right. D-Mom Biggie, when you mention borrowing, explain who the lender is. Never mind, we know they aren't allowed to be spoken negatively of. Just keep printing more debt notes, and the working class tax cattle's labor will pay for it. Exactly. That's right. Well, it's not going to be the people that are alive today. It's going to be our children and grandchildren and children after that. Those are going to who's going to pay for it. But honestly, in many ways, the debt's going up so much, and inflation is. I guess we are, in some extent, paying for it, but that's pretty obvious. Let's see here. Oh, man, this maniac's father was friends with Macho Man. Wow. You know, I've heard, he's actually was a very smart guy. But yes, indeed. Tony Erickson, I've no Randy and me, I'm straight. That's exactly right. Yeah, he did die way too young. Elizabeth died, too. I think Elizabeth died before he did, which is crazy. All right, let's get to the markets again. What are they doing now? Man, silver is fighting for $106 again. Look at that. Yes, indeed. $2.47, $105.80 is where silver's at tonight. Gold is now 0.99%, up $49.40. Platinum is down $8, and palladium is up $19. But we did see platinum get over $2,800 at the first part of the night when the markets opened up. We did see a gap up. Indeed, we did. And let's see here. The gold to silver ratio is at 47.73. That's right. This is the lowest gold and silver ratio that we have seen in a long time. This is probably the lowest gold to silver ratio that I've seen since I started this channel. Can anybody think of any time where it's been lower than that since 2013? I don't know. That's crazy. 47.75. Look at that. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's see here. There's where we're at tonight. Markets are on the move. Very good. Let's see here. And we've got Richard Metcalf. It's going to be interesting to see what direction PMs will go when the market opens. I'm thinking they might go up some more, but it's hard to tell right now. Well, Richard Metcalf, you are exactly right. Your hunch was correct. They went up. I thought they would too. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. New all-time highs again. Man, it's just amazing that it just keeps going up and up and up. Billy's Brew. That's got to be up to you. It's got to depend on who you're going to be trading. You know, most local coin shops, depending on their need of silver, will give you much less. In other words, they may give you only 70 to 1. You know what I mean? Instead of 73 to 1. Or I'm sorry, they may only give you 50, I don't know. They may give you only 40 ounces, in other words, instead of 47 ounces. See what I'm saying? They've got to weigh their situation. They may not even do the trade. It just depends. All right. What do we have here? We've got Michael Delangelo. Says here, stackers are still buying, so it makes sense that an LCS would buy whatever comes in for instant resale. What's wrong with my thinking? Well, because they're getting inundated. There's not enough buyers, too many sellers at local coin shops, and it really does depend. My local coin shop goes from a split 50-50 to 90-10 or what have you. It just depends. Oh, wait, look at this. We just got this from PayPal. Member of the community sent $2. I don't want to give their name, but if you do send a PayPal, I appreciate that. Just give your channel name or your account name so I can properly thank you. But I got a $2. Thank you so much to who sent that. If you're in here with us, appreciate that so very much. Very kind of you indeed. I always like to see those when they come in because those are nice because YouTube doesn't take any taxes. When you do it friends and family, there's no taxes, and YouTube takes 30% of the super chats. Very good. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And let's see here. Film the mission. Silver's not going up. It's $1 that's going down. Thanks for the DSs that run the country. Yeah, that's true only in part. That's true in part. This bull run is happening for a lot more than $1. A lot more than that. Sure, very good. Let's see here. And Drain the Swamp says, I know an investment out there right now that's worth 3 times what you paid. Turn $1 million into $4 million in one day. What's it worth it to you? Well, I hope you're not one of those scammers that they put stuff like that. I don't know. You have to be. I don't know what it is. Let's see here. Sounds like a scam, though, is what it sounds like, honestly. Let's see here. And we've got this from Shining Time Precious Metals. Once again, every big metals YouTube channel stuck ads in the videos today. I'm seriously over, bro. Sorry, not sorry. It's ridiculous. You don't even buy the miners, neither do I or many of us. Well, Shining Time Precious Metals. Sorry you got so triggered. That's just the way it is. Miners are going to be very, very important now, and they're really doing well too. In fact, I've gotten a slew of emails of other miners that I've covered that have absolutely killed it. And so the companies are want to get their names out there and get the stocks out there. And none of us tell you to buy, but if you're seriously over it, then that's fine. But it's part of it pays for the hard work I do on this channel. I literally spend over 40 hours a week doing this channel. And so you don't like the ads, you don't have to watch them. That's really, you can just skip past them. Just skip past them. It's all that simple. Mark Gottschall, since my DCA for all my silver is around $25, I will keep buying. There you go. You're gonna have the comfortability to be able to do that. Yes, indeed. The Canal says 30% to YouTube, effing ridiculous. Here's the rest to get your quarter ounce. Oh, thank you, Canal. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. I appreciate that. The Canal 76. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you indeed. Appreciate that so much. Culture of Currency, good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I try my best. And thank you very much. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And Ray Gilgrat says here, when you buy metals, you always win. It's real money when the dollar is questionable. That's right. Sure is. That's right. Exactly. Very good. And we've got this on I bought gold and silver at an all-time high. Yes, if you've not seen this video from this evening, check it out because you'll see what I bought a couple of weeks ago on this Sunday Night Market Watch. Yes, indeed. There you go. And Bluetooth blades made $900 on miners so far. So there you go. Exactly right. Very good. Nice. All right. Let's see here. So, Willa, Sal, I just can't bring myself to think silver and gold have increased in value. They've always been valuable. It's just more and more people are starting to recognize as the value of our fiat currency is tanking. Just my opinion. Nice addition. Yeah. And I think in this market, this bull market that we're seeing now, the reason why I say, if I remember what I said in this video, why they've increased in value is because the price is recognizing it where it may be overvalued, which means the value has increased. That's usually what happens in bull markets. Things get overvalued, so gold and silver increase in value. But they've been outperforming inflation, and when they outperform inflation, that means they increase in value. So, anyways, so that's why I probably said that. Stardust Metals. Don't forget waiting a month for bullion dealers to send it out. Yes, that's right. It is longer. That's for sure. You're right. Indeed. It's taking longer to get your metals in. All right, we've got Quesky1 says, market opens in a few minutes. I considered ordering this weekend, but my anxiety is killing me considering last week's gains. I'm not afraid of buying while it's high. That said, these prices, one must be more cautious when making significant purchases. You are exactly right. You got to be cautious. Do not buy out of fear for the most part, although I did do it. It paid off, but it won't always pay off. It's a little bit more of a gamble the higher it goes. 1000 Dare Radio with another 10 spot says, thank you so much for that, my friend. He says, what's your opinion why metals are up and your price speculation on platinum group metals to come? I think that platinum still may have some upside, and I think all the metals may go up. But I think a lot of the reason why metals are up is because of the well, let me put it. Oh, well, sorry. I'll get right. That's like a squirrel. I've got ADD here right now. So 1000 there. I'll get with you in a second. But silver just reached over $106 again. $106 for silver, up 2.8%. Gold is up $57.97. Gold to silver ratio is at now 47.59 now. So the reason why it's gone up so much, I think, 1000 there, is because of the supply chain issues that we're seeing in China. I think that's one of the big reasons. In China, silver's trading for over $112 now, even higher than that, probably more so right now. And it's been up consistently for months, but there's vaults that their silver was moved because of the tariff threats. Silver moved to the COMEX, and that left the LBMA pretty much dry. And now silver is moving back out of the COMEX in some different areas for delivery. And there's a lot of that. Geopolitics is playing a big role, but a lot of it is silver supply constraints. And also the underlying inflation issues are kind of the foundation of much of this. But really the biggest gains are because of geopolitics, because of silver supply chain issues, and increased demand that is now in a 6th year in a row of a deficit. And that is another underlying position. All of this stacked on top of each other, as well as just massive movements in buying and selling, and refineries being backed up, bottlenecks in that supply chain. There's a lot of different factors that are coming into play, and they're all playing a very strong role, amplifying each other in this bull run. And we've not seen this like this before. So I think that's what's happening here. Let's see here. But I think it's going to go higher, even higher yet, potentially. My call for the end of the year was $100. We're obviously past that, but I don't think this bull run is quite over yet. But I do think it will end in 2026. And so we'll see here. Very good. And a lot of people are thinking it's gonna scale back, but not much from here when the bull run does end. But I think it's gonna go further down than many of you probably think. But we'll see here. Have a good night, CCT. Thanks for popping in tonight. I appreciate you. But again, these are just my opinions. I'm still thinking $50 silver when this is all said and done. But remember, $50 silver was not that long ago. And it's still very high. Still very, very high. Because I'm telling you what, if you would have asked me 6 months ago that $50 silver would be on the other side of the bull run, you'd think I was crazy. Now many people think I'm crazy because they think it's going to go much higher than that when this is all said and done. $106.12. It's wild. Let's see here. Indicators are going to determine when the bull run is nearing its conclusion. When geopolitics, if we see peace between Russia and Ukraine, if we see supply chains start to come back together, a normalcy, an equilibrium in the vaults from the Shanghai Gold Exchange, from the LBMA, from the New York COMEX vaults, that's when we'll see some stuff, silver's price move back, I think. But we'll see here. But bull runs can't last forever. David Davey says, I took a gamble with 10 additional ounces at $94, and I believe it will go higher, at least keep up with inflation. I think so too. All right, very good. Let's see here. And let's see here. Matt says, prices today shock people the same as they did a year ago. Keep stacking. Yes, indeed. Keep on stacking. I have a gold piece of that series, the Ram of Calvary. Nice, Freedom Spirit. That's awesome. Very cool. I know what that one looks like. I've seen that one. That's pretty cool. And C130. I'm not worried about dollar cost averaging anymore. That's for when it was moving 10 cents a month. Now I'm at $100 bill cost averaging. There you go. Exactly right. And let's see here. Master Blaster. Tonight will be very interesting. 105 or 85. February and March is going to be nuts. Explore. That's right. Well, we're over 105 right now. And let's see here. Chris Whitehead says the following. Let me get over here. He says, price up or down doesn't matter to me. It just means I get a little less, that's all. I can put my disposable money in the bank, working virtually stagnant, or buy some metals over time. Will hold my wealth and hopefully increase it. Besides, what's more fun to hold and look at? Silver Eagle or $100 bill? That's true. You're right, Chris. Dollar cost average for sure. You're right. Hang in there. All right, let's see here. It's a tasty coffee here. It's cold as all get out, but it's here. Nice poll. Thank you so much, D-Man Biggie. Appreciate that. Let's take a look at the markets now. Silver, wow. Silver now reached another all-time high. It is now $106.59 after reaching $106.61. There it is again, folks. Silver, all-time high again. Look at that. Yes, indeed. 2,100 votes in the poll. Hope some of you will press the thumbs up button as well on the stream. Give me a thumbs up for $106.59 silver. New all-time high. Right here, we're witnessing it live right now. And same thing with gold. Gold on all-time high. $62.66 up, or 60 cents up to $5,047.70 after reaching $5,049. New all-time high for both those metals. Look at that. Wow. Crazy, crazy. Wild times indeed. Gold to silver ratio is 47.44. Wow. It is rocketing up there. Silver, look at that. Just amazing to see here tonight, folks. And it's just a consistent, sharp move up. Yes, indeed. Massive moves for silver. 3.18% tonight. $3.27 up to 106.6. Sounds like a radio station on your FM dial. But there it is. We only have 800 thumbs up and 2,100 votes. Wow, I don't get that. People will vote in a poll but won't press the thumbs up button. It's crazy. All right, let's see here. Look at that. Wild times tonight. What a move. Let that digest for a little bit here. $106.68, new all-time high for silver, happening at this moment in time. Let's take a look at the volume. Let's look at this move here. I mean, it is off the charts. Well, now it's not off the charts because we zoomed out a little bit here. But man, look at that steady incline. Volume spiking at times with big buys that are occurring here. Just massive. Amazing. Mind-blowing. What an exciting time. It's just crazy. Man. Look at that steady line moving up and up and up. I mean, just to look at that. Sometimes that's all you can do is just look at it. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Very good. Thank you. And thank you for those who do thumb up. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. There it is. 106.66 right now. Gold 5,047. Look at it rocket up like this. Man. And only 3 markets open tonight. Very good. Fiat will never recover. I think it won't go back much. BRICS change everything. Well, the BRICS really have less influence than they have in the last few years, I think. Let's see here. Oh, this is interesting. Weird. I've got a message on my screen that says private mint, and the viewers just joined, say hello. How did that happen? How did that pop? That's weird. I haven't seen. Well, hello to them. That's odd. How did that happen? Privament. Well, hello to you guys. Thank you. That's interesting. Is that a new feature? I never saw that before, but thank you, Privament viewers. All right. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but it says Privament joined or whatever. But anyways, and Doug Vincent, zoom out the graph and show 1-year trend. Okay, Doug, thank you. Let's see here. Let's look at 1-year trend for silver. I don't know if this thing will do that. Let me see here. 1 year. Here we go. Look at the 1-year climb for silver. And look at the steady volume that has incurred over that year. It's probably hard to see in your screen, but you can see how it just rocketed up. It's wild. It's wild. There we go. Oh, live stream redirect. Interesting, Privament. Live stream redirect. Okay, I've never heard of that feature, but thank you for that. Appreciate that. Wild. Let's see here. Look at that, especially this rocketing up. It's just amazing. Let's go back to the day. And so that's what we're looking at here. What a wild ride for the metals. Seeing this happening for sure is wild. $3.51. Crab raid. Oh man, that's International Stacker. It's a crab raid. Crab Nation. I'll bring my viewers. Okay, thank you, Privament. I appreciate that very much. Very nice of you. Appreciate that. Very nice. Okay, so we're watching the markets move here. Silver up 3.41% here tonight. $3.50 up. A new record high to $106.84. Folks, it is quite possible that we started this market opening up at $103 and then it gapped up to $105. We may see $107 silver soon. We could see that happen very, very soon. Yes, indeed. Wild. And gold is up over $66.90, 1.34% to $5,052. Just amazing. Platinum is now up $21, now above $2,800 again to its new all-time high. And palladium is up $40. It's the only metal that's not reaching all-time high tonight because of its previous bull run when it hit about 2,900 and change. So very, very good. Nice. What a time. All right, let's see here. Adam Jam, can't listen to the noise. Get what you can afford. Yes, that's right. You got to get what you can afford, for sure. And be comfortable with what you buy. And buy it for the long term. No regrets. That's right, Deja Vu. No regrets. Hope you will come and join us tonight, Deja Vu. Thank you so much. And Not One AU says here, and I quote, I didn't think layaway was an option at LCS, but I know they are at pawn shops. There's some nice pieces. Who minted them? Yeah, that is, I don't know who the mint was, but they're from New Way. I didn't show the backs of them. I probably should have. But yeah, very, very nice pieces. And not all coin shops do layaway, especially in this market, but I've been doing business with this particular coin shop a long time, so they know me there. They know I'm good for it. So very good. All right, let's see here. We got Jim Winklebauer. I just bought at $68 spot a few weeks ago. Wild times ahead. Yeah, amazing. Thousand Day Radio, thank you so much. Platinum up almost, it is over 28. Filthy fiat promissory debt notes. That's right. Actually, it is. It's 28.01 right now. We did see a high of platinum just a moment ago to 28.10. Platinum is at a new all-time high again. It's amazing to see this. Look at that. Just wild. And silver spiked up to $106.93, 7 cents shy. And thank you, Dub Season. He is going to cook his carnivore dinner. Sounds good. All right. Thank you, Dub Season. You were the man. Appreciate it, sir. Sounds tasty. I wonder if it's elk meat. I love elk meat. Actually, I've never had elk meat, but I would love to try elk meat because it's very lean. And yes, indeed, it hurts really good. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. Crazy markets tonight. That's why this is a special report. We did gap up, and we gapped up, and it just kept going up. Look at that. Let's get back over here and see what some of you guys are saying on this video. John Adam 7061 says this. Bought some silver maples on Friday morning. By close of the day, premium was covered. That's how fast things are moving. You're right. It's wild. It's crazy. Deer meat's great too. I love deer meat. Elk is delicious. Awesome. Very good. All right. Okay. Dotson Z Boss. I thought only an idiot would buy Bitcoin at its top when it surpassed gold at $1,200. Well, it went up 100 times after that. Yeah. Crazy. Chad M says they have a micro engraving on them. Yes, indeed they do. They do a great job. It's pretty cool to see that. The Silver Sleuth is here. Good to see you, Silver Sleuth. A lot of good folks with us tonight. Appreciate you guys hanging with me here. Dude Cat says the following. I actually hardly ever look at the price I just purchased. I'm in it for the very long haul, both gold and silver. It's just a trade from fiat to real money. This time is definitely different. Yes, indeed. That's really the best way to look at it. But it's easy to get discouraged if the price goes down dramatically. It really is. All right, addicted to minis and loving it. Margin calls are going to tank metals if things go south. The metals get to shine later. All right. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out and see what happens with those margin calls and the options expiration, all that stuff, delivery times and all that stuff. All right, Barb R. Thank you so much for popping in, Barb R. Appreciate you so much. I hope you have a wonderful evening. You are awesome. Thanks for being here. Have a good night. Thank you again, Barb R. And John Rush says, about 6 weeks ago, I'd head to my LCS with an envelope of cash and leave with some change and then some new silver for my stack. Now I need 2 envelopes. Yeah, I tell you what, it is crazy. That's about where we're at now. Crazy, yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Let's refresh this and see what we've got. Silver is over $107. Over $107 for silver right now, a new all-time high. I've lost count of how many times, but I know it's been at least 5. $107.11. We ended Friday at $103. Now it's up $4 beyond that, or almost now, $3.79 to $107.11. Silver, wow, amazing. Gold up $5,052.70, $67.60 to the upside, with an all-time high of $5,053. Look at this. Gold to silver ratio, I'm glad you asked, is, wait for it, 47.20. 47.2 is the gold to silver ratio. It could be, perhaps, maybe, that we might see the gold to silver ratio narrow to below 47 tonight. At the pace we're going, it's crazy. Look at this. Oh, yeah. And I'm almost out of coffee. Got cinnamon grounds. I'm afraid to drink it because I'm afraid it'll chalk up my throat. And I don't have any chaser. I forgot to get my chaser. I could run and get my chaser, but I'd be really quick. But I'd be there's be some dead air for a little bit. 107.23, $107.23. Just, $100 silver is crazy, but $107 pushing $110, we might see $111. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but this is something else. Wow. Crazy moves here for silver tonight. By the way, this channel has consistently done market watches every Sunday night when the market opens up for many years now. So I appreciate you guys being here. We do this every Sunday night. If you're new here, I hope you will consider subscribing to the channel. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. Markets keep moving. Platinum is up $19. Palladium is up $39 tonight. Wild. Man, what times we live in. All right, let's get over here to Goldilocks. Says this here. Oh, Bluetooth, $109 before the morning. All right, Bluetooth has made his prediction. I would not be surprised if we saw that, actually, at this point. Thank you, Bluetooth. Appreciate that. So back to what Goldilocks says here. Truth is, Sal, you're like a drug addict, only on bullion. You probably own more gold than Fort Knox and just can't help yourself and never, ever stop. Hope you have a good exit strategy when you need to have your armored security van pull up and sell to a bullion dealer. Great videos always. Thank you, Goldilocks. I appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. All right. Alistar, the bozo fella is being quite rude and disrespectful to people in the chat, calling people fools and insisting that he's wealthier than anybody else. Might be worth blocking him. Okay. Be a bozo. Yeah, maybe show a little bit more grace to people, if you don't mind. There's some people that have different viewpoints. You can disagree with them, and you can disagree with them strongly. But yeah, just avoid the name calling if you don't mind. I appreciate that. Yeah, don't call people losers again like you just did there to Ness Maniac. Yeah, be a little bit more respectful. I agree with them on that. You hold your viewpoints, and you can hold your viewpoints strongly, but just show a little respect to people. No need to be personal. Yep, I agree with that, if you don't mind. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see here. Yeah, because I like to have a free flow of ideas, different viewpoints, but I think we can do it without, Bozo, they're not calling you names. I'm not seeing many people call you names unless you call them names first. That's really the bottom line. I've seen you do it in the comments too, Bozo. All right, Bozo. Speaking of Bozo, don't you know how most of the folks in the comments hate to hear you tell the truth about how prices are likely to drop? Yeah, and some people do get at me too for having a different opinion. They call me names as well. So yeah, it's crazy. But anyways, let's see here. Razor Ready. In the past few months, we were always watching the Sunday show and watching silver go up 2 to 10 cents. That's right. And thank you, Razor Ready. You've been one of those faithful viewers. I appreciate that so much. Speaking of markets, look here, $107.39 after topping out at 107.50. 107.50. So almost a 4% move, up $4.06 right now. Just wild. Gold is up $5,050.20. And so there it is. Platinum, palladium, all up. Indeed, they are for sure. All right. Yes, indeed. Gold to silver ratio 47.15, 47.09 now for the gold to silver ratio, 47.09. And we know how Mark Razor likes to check the volume. Let's look at the volume of this stuff now. Volume is actually, it's up, but it's not, well, it's up. And interesting, it was really up when it was down, when it was kind of moving down a little bit here, but it's creeping up and staying up, keeping the price up for silver here. So there it is. All right. Indeed. What a wild ride we're having here tonight, folks. We are seeing records in 3 different metals tonight again. Gold up 1.26%, $63 at $5,048 after reaching a session high and all-time high of $5,053. Silver reached an all-time high of $107.50, $107.50. It's now at $107.42 right now. It's just amazing. All right, very good. Let's see here. All right, and let's see. So there it is. Markets moving here tonight. Wild. All right, roll with it. 51.50. I'm holding. Fiat will eventually collapse. Got to have something on the other side of it. Why would I even fathom selling real money or fake? Well, and the thing is that's where I disagree with you. I mean, fiat currency, say what you will about it, but you all use it. We all use it. We all love it. It's not fake. If it was fake, you wouldn't be able to buy your precious metals with it. You know what I mean? Very good. All right, let's see here. All right. Lester Goldstein, hopefully he won't do it anymore. Because like I said, you can have your viewpoint, major viewpoint known without name calling or being disrespectful. Billy Dog, Sal has been bitten by the bug virus. Oh man, goodnness gracious, promo. Yeah, I got a little bit of a bite of it. Yes, indeed. And it paid off for me, but not always the case. Edward Hubbard says, I bought on the run up. Hold on a second here. Bought on the run up, above and beyond my budget. Am now in lockdown mode for a while. Yeah, and that's where it gets a little dangerous. See, I budgeted mine. It was tough to do, but I did budget. I mean, I had the funds available. But if you go above and beyond, you got to be very, very careful. But yeah, he's in lockdown mode for a little while. Very good. All right. Let's see here. All right. And Incognito says here, Sal, over the years I have made many of these purchasing mistakes where silver and gold dropped just after the purchases. I've always purchased responsibly, never borrowed and spent my money like I was gambling. So I never spent more than I could afford to lose. The short-term losses sure have paid off over the years. Yes, indeed. And that's why you got to do it. Understand your limitations and understand the risk for anything you do in life, not just financially, but yes, indeed. Very good. Let's see here. And Darius Patterson on this video says this. Don't bull markets last for a few years at least? Realistically, I'd call it till 2028. I'm curious, so can anyone educate me on that? Well, the last two in silver did not last very long at all. In fact, the spikes up to $50 were like a day or two, a couple of days at the most. If I'm not mistaken, that's the case. So this is different this time, obviously. Obviously more than doubled in price, more sustainable, going up and up and up. But we'll see. Right now it's $107.31, up $3.98 after reaching an all-time high and session high of $107.50. Gold, an all-time high and session high of $5,053, up $62 now to $5,047. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. Let's see here. And let's see. So there's where the markets are at this point in time. And what do we have here? There's only 3 markets opening up. Let's see. We are going to see another market open up here in briefly. Let's see if it's the Philippines. They're going to open up in just over a half an hour. Taiwan is going to open up in a minute. So Taiwan is going to be next. We'll see what they do. Shanghai is opening up in half an hour. We probably won't be here then. Hong Kong is opening up. Oh man, I've already created an account. So I don't know why that's doing that. I'm logged into that account. Let's see here. But look at that. Okay, silver has now pulled back a little bit here tonight. Still up greatly, but it's now up to $106.30. So it's really pulled back here from that high. But we'll see what happens in a minute or two. See if it pops back out. We've got Brooke Colbert. Sal, there are no gambles holding on to physical metals. Everything you purchase from now on is a discount. Yep, unless you need to sell at a certain point in time, but it just depends. You dollar cost average in, you can technically sell some of the other silver you have that you bought cheaper or what have you, or all works out in a wash, but we'll see here. All right. 70 degrees in Tucson, in Yuma, Arizona. Wow. 70 degrees in Yuma, Arizona right now. Thank you, Tucson Bubba. Safe travels, my friend. All right, CB 3684. Gold and silver is a bet against fiat currency with an amount of money being printed. How could you go wrong? Yes, unless the price plunges dramatically. But you're right, very good. Yes, check out Rocky Superstar. Jame Unleashed, post a link there to him. And 83%, we got a good folks here, 2,333 votes there. 83% of you feel that we're going to hold on to $100 this week. And it seems like that's the rate it's going now. That's possible. Yes, indeed. Wasilla Stacker coming to us from the great state of Alaska, I assume. I only know of one Wasilla. I have the need to sell a kilo tomorrow. The best local price is $10 an ounce back a spot. It was $23 an ounce when I purchased it. It hurts, but not stressing about it. You need to do what you need to do in an emergency situation. Well, I'm sorry you have to do that, but that is what it's there for an emergency for sure. Yes, indeed. Very, very good for sure. And let's refresh these and then take a look at the markets here. We're looking at silver have reached $107.50 moments ago, but it has since pulled back. It has since pulled back to $106.47. So there we are. Gold up $56.60 now, up 1.14% to $5,041.70. And the next market is opening up in Taiwan. We're going to look and see what happens and see if there's any movement to the upside. We'll see here. All right, very good. Ranch hand fencing. I showed a little bit of the kitty in a previous video recently. I think you missed it, but I did show some footage of the kitty. Platinum and palladium both up $22. Gold to silver ratio is 47.49 right now. And we're getting ready to see Taiwan has just opened up. There's a Taiwan exchange has opened up, and so now we're going to watch these things move here, see what happens. Let's watch and see if we can see. Look at that. There's where it kind of dipped. So the markets open up in Taiwan, and they Slight cratering of the price and volume of selling that went on when those markets opened up at 2000 hours there. There it is. Yes, indeed. All out of coffee, no chaser. Mouth is very dry. But I persevere for you guys because you're awesome. Look at that. And there's some pushback against that dip. Indeed, there is, for sure. 106.24, 105.99 in the bid price for silver. Triple digit silver. Let's get down over here and see what we've got here. False flag incoming. Who knows? Four wheels. Yes. Who knows? Who knows what could happen? And Vet Driver says, how much gold and silver will you have when the dollar becomes worthless? Same amount as I have right now, unless I sell some of it. The Stacking Nerd. Oh, man, the Stacking Nerd. Good to see you. Long time. Turns out those emus I bought at $26 an ounce was a worthwhile investment. Indeed, they were. Yes, indeed. Yeah, but I have to run to another room, to the other part of where I'm at, to get that water geocubed. That's a risk. I don't want to lose any viewers right now. Cherokee Cowboy says, keep on stacking. Yes, indeed, in the free world. And Sal with the gold. Silver ASMR. Nice. Thank you. Gib 7937. Appreciate that so much. Keep on stacking, says Cherokee Cowboy. In the free world, we're going to do it. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. Rich says, the markets are open. Gold is now 5,023. Silver, 104.54. Up, up, up. Yep, that was so 1 hour ago. Oh, man, but you're right. That's right. That's how fast things are moving. Blue Horseshoes loves physical silver. Yes, indeed. Nice. I like it, too. And we've got this. We've got the money says here. Sal, I've been buying since 2021. Congratulations. When I've saved in the 30K range, when I started investing today, I tried to get to 5,000 ounces. I would never have imagined I'd be where I'm at currently at 4,700 ounces at 29 years old. That is amazing. You have been a whale. I don't have that much silver. That's not even half that. Well, I may have half that silver. That's crazy. Some way I'm happy, but I can't help but feel like some failure or loser. No way. That's crazy, man. I hope you got some gold. I will say that. All right. Very good. Yeah, I've actually interviewed Keith Newmeyer, Hot Beef Sandwich. I actually have interviewed him before. Mr. Triple Digit Silver. Investment, there you go. It says Ryan on that. It's acting like an investment now, but we shouldn't view it as that. My kid is a grandmaster. Don't think I'll be buying as much silver or gold with how high it is. Understandable. Sometimes we got to know our limitations. What's going on with silver now? Back over $107 an ounce again. The Taiwan markets are bouncing back. Look at that volume here. Look at this. Surging back up again. Wow. You can't keep a good metal down or silver either. Look at that. Yeah. Wild. Insane. Just a crazy move, a bounce back with that volume of buying again. It's crazy. Look at this. Yeah, we got 992 likes. Can we get 1,000 likes? Hopefully so. There's enough people we can get there in an instant. Hopefully so. Look at that. That's wild. And gold up $55.30, 5,040. Gold to silver ratio back down to 47.15. Just crazy. Look at that. Man. All right. Robert Meyer says, those are good looking rounds. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. And we got Polo Lasso says here, I got 2 nice peace dollars in the middle of December for 40 each. They have already doubled. Yeah, that's amazing. What are rounds? Rounds are privately issued pieces that come from local coin shops. Very good. Let's see here. Let's see here where we're at. The Duke of Fajita says here, I'm not too worried about the price. as what I thought Friday might be up a goal a ways back. However, I'm considering swapping some silver for gold as the GSR keeps going down. Yeah, I understand. Just keep in mind you may not get exactly the rate, but we'll see here. Oh, we have 1,000 thumbs up. Thank you, Silver Heist. By the way, check out Silver Heist channel. Great member of the community. Been posting some really good videos lately. So make sure you check him out. Very good. And let's see. Very good. Let's see here. And we've got John Robinson. I thought $40 an ounce was too much last summer. I know. I hear you. Yeah, it's crazy what these markets are doing. It's blowing us all away. H Cats, over the last 4 months, every time I have bought gold, silver, by the time it's been delivered, it's worth $100 more. Crazy. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Sure is. Dennis Niemeyer, time to buy in always when you can afford some. Thank you, Sal. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Definitely a good time to do it. Gold and silver climbing right now. Indeed, they are. Join us here, WPM. We're right here in a live stream watching it right now. We do that every Sunday night. Appreciate you guys being here. 107.15 right now. Gold, $5,046.50. It is just a wild ride. Jorge, check out the video I posted on January 1st. I also did one on gold fairly recently. Check out those videos. Let me know what your thoughts are. All right. I give 2 numbers in those videos. Let's see here. There we go. Man. And let's see here. We got, he also says silver 106.43, given the prices, which we're right here now. FOMO like a mofo. There you go. That's right, exactly. Good little FOMO action happening here tonight. And let's see here. Got Marco says strong demand on precious metals in Japan and Asia. The storm is gathering. Yes, indeed, it sure is. Rob Standnople with a thumbs up. Thank you for that. Maria, I like those coins. It's possible others do. For me, right now, I'm just having fun. Still waiting for my delivery. Nice. What did you order, Marie? I'd love to know. Right now, silver staying right at 107.09 right now. Down a little bit from its high for silver was 107.50, but it's now $107.09, up $3.76. We had an attempt of a smackdown at the beginning of the Taiwanese markets. That has since been taken away for the most part. Gold up $60 at $5,045. Yes, indeed. And platinum is up 55. Palladium up 28. Greg Ziegler, how do you explain that the melters are overflowing with silver, but it keeps climbing in price? Well, it's that they have to process it all. They're just inundated. They're overflowing with silver. That silver does nothing for the refineries that need it, or for the industry that needs it. It's sitting there. They can't process it fast enough. There's more demand, so it's a bottleneck. So they may have a ton of silver that needs to be processed, and they're behind. So that's why. That's precisely why the metals are going up. So there's really technically there is a shortage of silver, but part of that shortage is because they cannot process it fast enough. And that's been a problem for a while, since silver surpassed $50 an ounce, which really isn't that long of a while ago. But that's precisely why. Because silver that sits there doing nothing does not help. It only that's what causes the price to go up. Believe it or not. I know it sounds strange, but this is why I created the diamond fist round. That diamond fist round is silver that you hold on to tight, you know what I mean? It's about sending a message. You want silver's prices to go up, you keep it outside of the system. Every ounce that you buy and that you hold keeps it out of the system. And that empowers you instead of them. Whoever them are. And that can be industry, it could be, whoever. Very good. All right, let's see here. All right. Sorry for that little rant there, but He asked a question, thought I'd answer it. All right, Jeremy Rippey with this says the following. Lots of people bought an all-time high when it was just 15. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of them. I was scared to death to start with my first half of the just before Christmas. I've been putting all gains weekly back into my pile. $600 turned into a nice little intro pile. Nicely done. Wow, that's amazing. Yes, you look at those numbers, $15 an ounce. Man, I remember it got there, I think in the last part of the last decade, it did go down. Of course, in March of 2020, it went down to below $12 an ounce, but you couldn't buy any silver for that. For sure. Michael K, congrats, Sal, on the 110,000 subs. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, Michael, and thank you for being a faithful viewer and support of the channel. You are awesome. Look at this, folks. Silver now $107.59. Wow. $107.59, $4.26, up 4.13%. It did spike up to 107.66. New record territory for gold as well, $5,056.20. Mind-blowing, absolutely amazing, both gold and silver. And look at that, platinum, new all-time high again for platinum. Platinum is now $2,876. Just amazing. Wow. Absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Look at that. And palladium is also up over 2%. These numbers are moving rapidly and fast. Well, I guess it can move it can't move rapidly and slow, can it? It's got to be rapidly and fast. That's redundant. Sorry about that, but nonetheless, this means that the gold to silver ratio has narrowed even more. Let's see what it is together, shall we? 47.09. Folks, we may see it go below 47 tonight in the 46 range. Have a good night, Richard Metcalf. Thank you for being here. You are awesome. Yes, indeed. Yes, what's your problem? Yeah, you're looking at bullion dealer ticker symbols. Don't look at the bullion dealer. They're always inflated. They pad their prices. All of them do it. I only know of one that doesn't. Even the channel sponsor does it just to be competitive. But the bullion dealer prices are wrong. Do not use those. That's not the true price. Kitco uses TradingView, and they're using let me just show you this as we look at the markets. 107.83 again. Now look at this. The OANDA. There's other measures here. The XAG USD is the most popular form of it. That's what we're looking at here. And look at it climb. It's dramatic. It's wild. It's happening in real time. Up, up, and away, says Michael K. That's right. Hey, that rhymes. And just amazing. Look at that. Look at it move, folks. New all-time highs yet again. This is going to be the 6th, 7th time that we've seen all-time highs again tonight. Exciting. Wild. Wild move indeed. Yes, indeed. So, yes, watching these markets move in real time. Okay. Platinum up $94, 3.35%. Just awesome. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Let's get to a few more comments, shall we? Maria here on this. She's not with us here in the live stream. She says the weather is not being kind to the people of America right now. I hope people remember kindness and help each other. Bowl of soup, blanket, and shelter, and kindness to those less fortunate to you. Yes, indeed, that's right. Exactly right, Maria. Very good. Always good to be kind to folks if we can. And that's why I say, I like spirited discussions. I like disagreements, or I like to be challenged myself. I like it when people challenge each other, as long as they're respectful to each other. I think that is going to be key. That's going to be a good thing. All right, Mario says, thanks, Sal. Thank you so much, Mario. Appreciate that, my friend. And let's see here. And Sandra says the following here, and I quote directly, God's money, silver, and hold. I think she meant gold. Gub's money today, toilet paper. Yeah, well, the thing is that I think we won't think that too long. If you had a $100 bill, I put that $100 bill in your hand, you wouldn't think it's toilet paper. You know what I mean? But it's very good. All right. Triple digit silver. Yes, indeed. Solar Power Greenhouse says, I have bought a lot of popcorn lately. Had to comprehend how 10 cents in 1964 is $7 a day. Yeah. It's hard to comprehend, but that's the case. Speaking of that, let's comprehend $108 silver, folks. Let's comprehend that because it got there, a new all-time high. $108 we were at just a moment ago. It's now back down a little bit to $107.75, but comprehend that. New all-time high, $108 we reached. And Mr. Slinky Mix says silver's $120 in China right now. The China numbers are reporting that. Wow, amazing. Yes, indeed. Man, look at that. Gold, 5,060. Gold to silver ratio is, wait for it, 47.04. 47.04 right now. Man, we're so close to getting it below. This is the lowest it's been since I've been on this channel. The lowest it's been since this channel has been in existence. That's 2013. The next lowest, not lowest the name, but lowest was in 2011 when it was at 33 or 32 to 1. But there it is. Very good. And Jorge's going to hear me say, new all-time high in his dreams. You're going to all hear that for sure. Is Mrs. PPP still here? I think she was just here briefly, but oh man, let's see here. Oh man, let's see. Look at that. 107.86. Look at this number right here, folks. Just amazing. Just amazing. We're witnessing history, and history is continuing to play out here tonight. Wild. Real Malik. A short and small pullback is expected as people will cash their silver gains. Yes, indeed, but it hasn't happened, at least not yet. But it could happen. It could happen at any time. We're not surprised. We're actually overdue for another strong correction. Let's see here. And Russell Davidson says, I'm a numismatic stacker and numismatist. So with these prices, I've been selling and trading from my draw and circulated more common coins and sovereign ounces to rare, scarce, and slabbed. The profit of 5-ounce silver libertads makes it easier to now purchase more expensive and rare coins. That's right, because they're being swallowed up by the premiums or by the actual spot price. Exactly. That's kind of been my mode of thinking as well, for sure. I keep on picking my coffee cup up like there was something to drink out of it. There's nothing to drink out of it. It's completely empty. First world problems. Snake bite. It's all about cost averaging my eyes. That's right. Nice piece of sal. Exactly. And we've got this from Michael Morrison, says here. Says, this video is pretty far off. I'm just trying to find out what caused the rise starting in August. All right. Will be a turning point for silver. Watch what happens. Yeah. So it was pretty far off. Well, I don't know what I don't remember exactly what I said there, but there was a turning point. It may not have been August 1st, but it was starting to go up for sure. All right. Let's see here. And Eddie Newcomb, I bought one Libertad for $100. Even. Well, nice. We did good. Considering that right now, silver's at $107.77. And it did get up to $108 briefly moments ago. New all-time high there, $4.44 up. Silver is on fire and continues to burn hot to the upside, into the stratosphere, to the moon and beyond. And by the way, silver will be going beyond the moon when the Artemis mission launches, and I think in a month. I believe it's going to happen in a month. If all goes well, we will have humans go to the furthest out in space that they've ever been before in the Artemis mission when they go around the moon. And there will be silver with them because a lot of the components on the spacecraft will be made of silver. Yes, indeed. At least the ones that are protected from the environment and the like. At least there'll be some silver there. So silver will go beyond the moon no matter what the price does. So there you go. $107.94. And there it is. Yes, indeed, it is up 4.48% right now, about to breach $108 again. There it is. Okay. Oh, nice. John Knox, Pioneer reverse solar panels to create energy at night. That's cool. That would be neat. It's pretty amazing. I wonder if that uses silver too. I'd love to know. All right, see what we have here. Bicentennial baby. The ups and downs of silver and gold is the nature of the metals. Oh, you can't handle it. Maybe metals aren't for you. I'm DCA and I'm doing great. That's right, exactly. You gotta be tough with the metals markets, no matter what. For sure. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Very good. Yep, that's right. Thank you, Silver Ice. Yep, they are buying. Check it out. Jam Unleashed. Every question you have about precious metals can be answered by searching Seller Metals Channel. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. If you want to see, if you have a question, more than likely I probably have covered it in some form or another. You can type it in the search bar. And I haven't done this in a while, but if you go to the channel page, you can go to the right here. There's a search bar, and you can type in something. More likely, no matter what words you put in there, there's probably going to be a video that's going to pop up here. And even with that, the Great Coin and Design Convention, we did a thing that many years ago. It took a while to do these videos, but yes, indeed. So the weirdest platinum coin ever known. Done a lot of different videos on all different types of subjects, even homoerotic platinum. It's crazy. Yes, indeed. So lots of strange videos I've done over the years. No matter what, you can see it. I've got over 8,600 videos, and I'm not AI. All right, very good. All right, very good. Thank you, JM Lace, for that reminder. All right. Let's see here. SPQR. All right, he's a Roman Republic fan from the Roman Republic. Says this, not to worry, at this moment gold is screaming up, sitting at $5,050. Hopefully silver will follow higher when U.S. markets open up shortly. Over in Asia, silver markets are about to open higher indeed. Well, I think we're going to wait until the next markets open briefly. And we'll see here. I don't have any chase or I don't have any water here. So I'm kind of running on fumes and to some extent going well over 2 hours here. About 2.5 hours or about 5 minutes from the next markets opening up. I think that's going to be Shanghai and Hong Kong will be opening up. Maybe Indonesia, we'll see. We'll wait for those in about 5 minutes from right now. About right at this moment in time. Yes, quite a night for sure, Eddie. Appreciate it. Yes, indeed. Have a good night, Bill Arrington. Appreciate you. Very good. In stacking, collecting. Good to say. I like your symbol, the Cairo symbol. Thank you. Appreciate that. Look at this, folks. Back over $108 again. We are witnessing it here, seeing it in real time. 108.11 was the session and all-time high for silver. $108.07 for silver tonight. New all-time high. Gold up 1.71%, $85.20. $5,070.30 for gold. Platinum is up $114, a new all-time high for platinum, folks. Look at that. And we still got 4 minutes to spare before the next markets open up. And they're in preparation, and they are on fire, folks. Platinum, $2,900 an ounce. That's about where palladium was when it hit its all-time high. We've never seen this before with platinum. I've got an ounce of platinum in my hand right now. I'm happy that I've had platinum and bought it. It's crazy. $2,900 platinum. Its session and all-time high is $2,906. Look at that. We're here, folks. Absolutely amazing. Mind-blowing. Rapid movement in these prices. Gold to silver ratio is 47, folks. 47.0000. Wow. The canal, thank you so much, paying for your dead air. Go get your chase. Okay, all right, thank you, the canal. All right, I'm going to go get my chaser. Thank you. Stick with me. All right, I'm going to do that on your command. Thank you, the canal. I'm going to get some water. Be right back. I'll be as quick as I can. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. Let me put my chaser in here. You're going to hear it. Here we go. In stereo. All right, there we go. All right, let me prepare here. All right. Whew. Let me take a slurp. I needed that. I definitely needed that. Thank you, Canal. Appreciate that. All right. Here we go. 47.04 now. 108.12. $108.12. Another new all-time high. Gold, $5,072. Are we going to see $5,100 gold over the course of the night? Yeah, man. Yeah, NT fadeaway. You might be right. U.S. Mint didn't raise their prices high enough. We may have another bargain. No, I think they're not gonna let that happen again. We'll see what we'll see what happens. They're not gonna let that happen again. But maybe that's a good point. As fast as they're going up, you think about it, we're less than $60 from the bullion version, or the uncirculated version of the Silver Eagle for sale at the U.S. Mint's website. The uncirculated, which is a collector coin, not a bullion coin. But look at that. Spoke a little too soon. Now it's down 107.96. We are 1 minute shy of the Hong Kong and Shanghai opening up. I'm pretty sure. We'll see what happens there when they open up briefly here. Now it's it's a pitter-patting around. Let's take a look at the volume, shall we? And see here. Look at that. So here we are, anticipating the next open here in about a minute or two. Let's take a look at some more comments, see what's popped in here. Refresh this and see what we've got. Two more that's popped in. SLJ says here, love the sort of knowledge coin from New Way. He says here, trying to get the first in the series, truth, traded Canadian 80% junk for a gold maple, hoping the GSR falls even further. I think that's a good trade, and it is falling further tonight. Indeed it is. 47-1 tonight. Biblical Fellowship, nothing I purchased is underwater. Everything is gained. It sure has, for sure. All right, thank you, Bluetooth Blades. That poured out like pure life. Oh, man, refreshing. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Sure did. It did pour out like pure life. Okay, let's see. Let's move over here. 47.03 now. $108.21. Look at this. It just keeps on blowing past. We might see $110 before it's all said and done through the course of the night. Look at this. $108.12. It was $108.21 moments ago. 4.65% increase, $4.80. Just amazing. Gold up $89.30 to $5,074. Randall, I'm not slurping my coffee. I'm slurping water. There's a big difference. Jay Malise is reporting backwardation is in effect right now. So it's amazing. Look at that. Watching these markets move, gold to silver ratio is 47 again, back to 47. It's not broken below that, but it is on fire tonight. $108.16. Man, think about that. They opened up at 103 and now it's at 108. Gold $5,075, up $90, 1.81%. A new all-time high for gold again. And platinum is now comfortably above 2,900 in the ask price, 2907. Look at that. Another new all-time high. Oh, yeah. Crazy. Let's take a look at the volume here. See if you notice the activity coming to us from these markets. And so far, it's showing. It's not really showing up much here in terms of the volume. But let's take a look and see. Yep, we've got both Hong Kong and Shanghai open right now. Philippines, Taiwan, they're all open except for Australia. So that's what's happening right now. Amazing. Amazing to see this happen in real time. $108. So we may wait a few more minutes, just a few more minutes to see what's happening here. If you could press that thumbs up button, it'd be much appreciated. Yes, exciting times indeed, Steve Martin. You're right. It sure is. It's a wild Sunday night market watch. $108.03, $108.16 are moving in real time here. Silver the clear winner. Platinum not far behind, up 114 bucks tonight. $2,900 reached again. There it is. All right. And no sign of slowing down a whole lot. 108.25, another new all-time high right now. Let's see what the gold to silver ratio is now. 47.03. Likely that will adjust here in a moment. Let's see if any volume has picked up again. Yeah, T, the silver stacker, it is going crazy tonight. Football, yeah, what's more exciting, the markets or football? Might be close because we're getting the Super Bowl's coming up, next week? So, yeah, it's crazy. Look at that. Volume starting to pick up here to the upside. So watch these markets move here. We're looking everything's greening out here. And just, we can see the price, the candles forming. Volume steadily accumulating here, but actually it seems to pull back a little bit, some of the volume, ironically, but spiking up dramatically here in the last second or two to $108.35, a new all-time, over $5, folks, over $5 right now. And gold, another new all-time high, $94 up. Gold to silver ratio, for the first time since this channel has been in existence, 46.97. 46.97 gold to silver ratio. Amazing. Look at that. $46.97. The gold to silver ratio narrowing. That's the lowest it's been since I've been, since this channel has been in existence. It is just amazing. Amazing to see this happen. Silver just exploding in price tonight. All right. Wild. Gold up $94. Silver there, you can see. Let's refresh this because I'm going to see if that ratio has narrowed. 46.91. Yeah, just amazing. Over 5% move and $5.25 up. All right. There it is. And gold up $98.90. So platinum up $114 right now, $2,900. Some resistance there for the $2,900 range, but man, I'm telling you, I think we may see $3,000 platinum before it's over. I really do at this point. I mean, there's just not much slowing it down. Any of these metals, honestly. And palladium is getting ready to hit $2,100 an ounce. It's just nuts. Crazy. It just keeps on pressing on here dramatically. And we're looking at that. Let's see if we have any other comments that have made their way through here in the last few minutes here. Yep, Master Blaster. So you might have to do a special live stream tomorrow. Yeah, I tell you, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Mr. E with 5 Salivate gift memberships across the bow. Thank you, Mr. E. We've not had one of those in a little while. Thank you so much for that tonight. I appreciate it. If you receive one of those from Mr. E, give him a warm thank you. But yes, indeed. $108.57 right now. $5.24. It did reach a high of $108.70. 30 cents shy of $109. And they are on fire in Hong Kong and Shanghai right now, where the price is trading 120 plus at this point in time. Gold up $100 to a new all-time high again, up 2%. Silver up 5%. platinum up almost 4%, and palladium up 2.6%. Just crazy. Gold to silver ratio, 46.93. The bull run continues. The bull run and rally is in effect happening here. And by the way, let me just check, because I don't know how often the the dollar strength is covered here. But the dollar strength is down 0.06 to 97.18. The strength of the dollar compared to other currencies. And there you go. There's Stock Jockey's with us tonight. Good to see Stock Jockey. Sheep don't get involved yet. There you go. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Nice. What a move we had in the precious metal space. Something. Shan is just becoming an honorary citizen on her own accord. Thank you, Shan, for doing that. I appreciate that, Shan. Welcome. We don't see people join to become channel members on their own accord very often, so it's a special time. So welcome, Shan, to the becoming a channel member, an honorary citizen. All right, very good. And let's see here. 108.44 right now, $5.11. There it is. $5,081 for gold, 96.40. Lean 6 with a 2-spot. How do you calculate silver to gold ratio? Confused. Okay, here's what it is. The gold to silver ratio is calculated by this. Let me scroll down to it so we can give you the real example with the numbers. And right now it's at 46.97. But let's just, for the sake of simplicity, call it 47. That means that based off of the spot price, it would take 47 silver ounces to equal 1 ounce of gold in terms of price. That's what that means. Does that make sense? So that means that 47 ounces to trade for 1 ounce of gold based off of the price for both metals. That's what the gold to silver ratio means. I actually did a video some time ago talking about that there's actually 4 gold to silver ratios to further complicate things. If you guys are interested in this video, it still makes sense, especially now more than ever. Let me see if I type 4 gold to silver. Yeah, here we go. If you type 4 gold to silver, I did a video 5 years ago. Didn't get very many views, but there are 4 silver gold ratios. So check that video out if you get a chance. So there you go. All right. And let's see here. Real quickly here. I think let's take a look at the volume again. I think, because I think these markets are kind of settling in here. There's not much more. I mean, we could get some crazy surprises from here on out, but all the major markets have opened now. All of the major ones have opened. And we may have seen the apex of the movement tonight. I don't think there's any other big ones that are going to open up from now on. But, of course, we could be surprised. We'll know until London opens up. But that's hours from now. So, appreciate you. All right. Well, I think I'm going to say goodnight. I think this is the longest I've ever streamed for the Market Watch, because there's a lot happening tonight. But thank you guys for sticking with me. Hope you have a wonderful evening. We're going to be back here on Tuesday. And I hope you all will check out the video I posted today, both videos. And have a wonderful evening. Keep your feet on the stars. Keep reaching for the ground. Have a good night, all. Take care. See ya.